Welcome to DaTreeHouse Podcast. I'm your host, Smokey, and he is...
Buddah.
And he is...
Rubber Ducky.
We're going to start off this one with Rubber Ducky.
Alright, so the other day, I was at my other job, not the security job, at a different job, where I'm doing a delivery, where I'm loading in product that's coming fresh off the truck.
Uh-huh.
Pretty much, the truck arrives, and like he brings the pallet to the door, and somehow in the moment between him getting the pallet off the truck and bringing it over, a massive, and I mean massive ass swarm of bees.
Like apocalypse style bees?
Not that massive, but incredibly massive to the point that they could cover a human being.
Oh no, not the bees.
Not the bees!
Yes.
Oh my god.
It was enough that they could certainly cover up a human being solid.
Ugh.
You mean like legit, like the bee suit looking dude, where he's like, for a world record, you must have this many bees?
Yes. Like,
God.
that amount of bees. More or less. So they were just swarming in front of the building where customers are coming in,
What
right?
the hell causes that, I wonder?
We have no
It
idea.
actually might be the heat.
Because I've seen that a couple times.
I'm assuming it's the heat and the wax from their beehive legitly just melted,
Yeah.
and they think they're under attack, so they're in attack mode, and they're like, what's the nearest thing? Let's attack that. I'm gonna assume that.
One time I was in the middle of a swarm before I knew there was a swarm going on. I was outside my friend's house and just like waiting for him to open the door, but then like he wasn't there, so I guess I was walking home. And on the way, all of a sudden I see like two bees in front of me, like, oh, what the fuck, two bees? I kind of like swat them aside. Then all of a sudden like, whoa, there's a third bee. And a fourth bee. All of a sudden I was like, what the I run forward and I look back, and then I see a huge cloud of bees in front of my friend's house.
One bee. Ew, get away from me. He swatted. It's like, oh shit, I just provoked
Yeah,
the mob.
I just like, oh my god, what the fuck is this bee doing here? And then all of a sudden there's like 2B, 3B, 4B, and I'm like, what? I run forward, look back, and huge
Fucking
cloud.
swarm.
Huge cloud. I was so scared.
Yeah, similar thing happened where the delivery guy's like coming, and it's like the little bees are like whatever, and everyone's all surprised, like, oh my god, I don't know how he walked through that swarm, because he didn't even notice. Then he walks back through the beehive, and he still doesn't even notice until he looks back. He's like, oh shit, that's a massive bee swarm. And he goes all the way around. He's like, I'm not fucking with that shit. But
He fucked with it twice. He was
yeah, he didn't even realize it though. He was just like, fucking bee.
If he ignores them, they're not there.
Pretty much. They were harmless though. I straight up walked straight to them.
Why?
Later on, because they were a massive swarm of bees at first, and then they started like more or less making a hive in the little corner of the building.
Okay.
Where customers come in though. So everyone was all concerned, like, oh, like what if a customer gets stung or whatever? We'll get sued and everything. So yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
Even though it would be their own fault for agitating the bees.
Yeah.
So that's what everyone was concerned about. I'm like, tell them, don't worry, bees are harmless. Unless you purposely piss them off, they're not going to do anything.
Yeah.
Which is why later on, I went straight up to the beehive and I'm like looking at it, I was like, that's a fuck ton of bees.
Yeah.
And it's like right in front of my face and there's bees all around me and they're not doing anything. Then I walked back. People kept telling me that it was because I have such a like friendly aura. I don't know
Fuck
why.
those people. For some reason.
Okay, sure.
No, fuck you. As soon as I hear him tell the story, I'm like, I just look at the bees. For some odd reason, I imagine walking back in with like a beard full of bees.
Yeah.
No, I'm just like, what the fuck are they doing?
No, I understand.
A friendly aura?
Yeah,
I mean,
someone said that like, they probably didn't mess with you because you kind of have like a friendly aura.
You
I
just
guess.
didn't provoke them, that's all.
Yeah, I didn't provoke them. I didn't swat at them like everyone else was.
No, I mean,
so I literally walked
for some
up to
reason,
them.
in your story, I imagine you pulling the Homer Simpson, like, huh, look at those bees. Whatever's. You walk back with like a mountain man.
I am the king now.
Yeah, mountain man beard.
That would be awesome.
I am the king of bees.
But no, like I'm talking to the managers and everything, and they're like, what are you guys planning on doing? It's like, oh, we're gonna call an exterminator. We gotta call this or that. I'm like, well, I mean, do what you have to, but don't kill the bees. It's like, no, we gotta kill them. And this,
No,
is like,
no.
We need the honey.
Yeah,
We
do
need
what you have to.
We need the pollination.
There you go.
That's exactly what I kept telling them. I was like, no. Whatever you do not kill the bees. Do not call an exterminator. Do not do anything. We need to save the bees. Humanely save them.
Technically, in California, you can call
You're getting ahead of the story now. You're getting ahead of the story.
No. I said that for California because I think, like, legitimately, you don't. If you have a bee problem, you don't have to call the exterminator. You can call a beekeeper.
Yeah.
Again, you're getting ahead of the story because that's where it kind of ended.
But because you were telling them that you should.
Sorry, I know my bees.
No, because they called the usual guy that I guess does a lot of stuff in like the general area, and I guess the plan was that he was going to come in and just straight kill him. And I'm like,
with what?
I don't know
Poison.
Exactly. Poison, maybe.
Oh shit.
And
smoke them out.
Yeah.
Yo, bees.
Smoking him out would be better. Honestly,
Yo, bees, take a hit of this shit.
Yeah. But I kept telling him like, no, you don't understand. America is in desperate need of bees.
Yes.
America or the U.S.?
America overall.
California.
Definitely California for sure.
I think it was,
but like overall America. I don't know so much about South America, but I'm pretty sure Canada also needs a fuck ton of bees.
Mm-hmm.
Because of like that one asshole or like that one mistake where like, okay, we're gonna pest control this fucking building. Dude, what the fuck? You just you fucked up and you hit the beehives instead.
No. That's not what happened. It was they're pest controlling with this pesticide, which is completely harmless. It's been tested. It's been proven. Does nothing to the environment. It's aside from killing these specific pests. And then they also use this other pesticide that's used to kill these other pests, which on its own, completely harmless. It's been tested. It's been proven. It's been FDA approved or whatever the fuck. But when they mix together, it annihilated the bee population, pretty much. That's what happened. These two completely harmless things that were completely proven to be harmless, aside from murdering the specific pest that they were targeting, they combined somehow and just annihilated the bee population.
Damn.
And I kept trying to tell that to my coworkers. I'm like, no, don't kill the bees. For the love of God, don't kill the bees. We need the bees. And they're like, I don't know what to do. Like, we're just going to have to kill them. I'm like, oh my,
your coworkers are stupid.
I understand why, but you're not listening. So then later on,
we have the hive of people. I mean, we have the people-sized bees.
Yeah, I told them, like, we need pollination.
Yeah.
I'm like, do you have any idea how much fucking money the U.S. spends on Cuba's bees? Because Cuba banned those two pesticides, so they never had that issue. Do you have any idea how much money we spend importing bees from other fucking nations? Because we lack so many of them. We're fucked if we lose the bees. And like,
we're in a drought of bees.
We're like, we don't have any choice because we got to kill them. Because they could sting a customer and the customer will get pissy and whatever the fuck. It's like, oh my God, fine. So when I do delivery, I put all the stuff away and then I sign the paperwork. And as I'm coming up from the basement, I noticed that, there's a guy, there's a truck there and he's dealing with the bees. I'm like, motherfucker's called the fucking exterminator or something. And I go over and I'm talking to the guy. And it's like, oh, so what are you doing with the bees? It's like, oh, I'm like collecting them. I'm putting them in the box or whatever. Oh, so you're not killing them? Oh, no, God, no. We need the bees.
Oh, thank goodness. Oh my God.
Thank
so
you.
Happy.
I kept trying to explain to every one of these people, like, yeah, we need the bees. It's like, oh yeah, we desperately need the bees. I'm a beekeeper. I got a call from dude,
he's a beekeeper.
From one of the person that I guess the store manager called. He got a call from them. And it's like, oh, that there was a big bee problem. It's like, oh yeah, so I showed up and I'm gonna take the bees and I have my own beehive and I'm gonna move.
Dude, how
there.
lucky is that?
I was fucking lucky.
Oh
I was
my
like,
God.
You have no idea how glad I am that you're actually gonna stay there. I was like, oh yeah, they're like he showed me in the front, like he had these big old cardboard boxes just filled with like the bunch of bees that he had already like collected. I was like, oh, thank Christ, because you're the only person here.
Wait, was he wearing the beekeeper getup?
Yeah, he was wearing the whole beekeeper thing.
Okay.
But like, he already collected at least half of the swarm.
Because I was gonna say, like, did he tell you I'm a beekeeper wearing the outfit? And you're like, oh no, you don't say.
Well, it was he had like a little bee thing on his truck, but I didn't catch him doing anything because he was like in the middle of just kind of observing the bees. So I didn't know if he was because he has a beekeeper suit doesn't mean he's not gonna kill them anyway.
Yeah, of course.
So
he could just be protecting himself. So.
Yeah, he would just be protecting himself. But it's like he's already captured half the bees, and like me and him are right underneath the beehive that's like forming right now. And he's got this whole protective thing on. I've got jack shit and I didn't get stung once.
Yeah.
But again, because of my friendly aura.
I was just going to say.
I fucking hate hippie bullshit.
He wasn't even a hippie. He was just
maybe your chocolates
he was just throwing shit at the wall, seeing if it would stick.
Nah, I hate that so much. Oh, your energy is fine. It's like, dude, you say that about me again, I'm gonna fucking murder you because you have no idea who I am.
I didn't.
Man,
really
your
care.
room has terrible feng shui. You ever tell you that?
I guess. I'm gonna rearrange my whole room for some feng shui later on.
No, feng shui is just like legitimately, I'm gonna let my OCD take over and people pay me for it.
Pretty much.
Let me rephrase it. I'm not gonna rearrange it for feng shui. I'm gonna rearrange it for function. That's what
efficiency.
I'm gonna do. Efficiency, yeah. But yeah, like I'm shooting the shit with the guy, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna take him to my bee farm and everything. It's gonna be fine. Don't worry about it." I'm like,
"Dude,
thank Christ,
dude, shake his hand for me if you see him."
I know. I was like, "Oh, like thank God that you actually know what the fuck you're doing. You actually know that bees are in like serious danger." And I go back inside the building, and they're
but
all
it's not as important as selling your food because
it's like whatever. I don't give a shit. I'm not even there. I'm just pretty much the handyman, more or less.
Yeah.
But
while you're working, while you're working in this industry, do you have like a package of Szechuan sauce?
No. Why the fuck would I have any Szechuan sauce?
Do you know about the Szechuan sauce?
I don't really watch Rick and Morty. I've seen episodes here and there.
No! I want the sauce, goddammit!
Well, you ain't getting the sauce. But yeah, I
went... That's not true. They're selling it on eBay.
It's probably rotten as fuck.
I don't give a shit.
But I went back inside and like everyone's like all like gasping and whatever, and they're like, "Oh my god, what's going on? And what is he doing?" And they're like, "Is he killing the bees? I hope he's killing the bees." And this and I was like, I just pretty much
seriously,
I hope he's killing the bees. Not loud enough so that the customers can hear, but loud enough so that the group of them can hear. It's like, you're all fucking stupid. We need the bees, goddammit. He's saving the bees and to keep them in his beehive. So just get back to work, goddammit. And they all looked at me, and the manager was like, "What?" It's like, you heard me. It's like, you don't listen. You called the goddamn exterminator, and the exterminator goes out of his way to call a beekeeper. Like, you should know that I'm right. I'm telling you the truth.
Don't you think he wants to have a job and do
he
shit
wants to have
and
a job.
exterminate shit? But if the person he knows is more important.
The person you're gonna pay for a specific problem,
the word you're looking
call
for.
Someone else?
No.
You called the wrong person.
Yeah, pretty much.
No. It's a problem when you call the hitman and the hitman has a conscience. Like, are you stupid?
What are you talking about?
Why do you want me to murder this guy? You could just talk to him like a normal person.
Yeah.
But my daddy grounded me for getting an F. Are you stupid?
It's pretty much that.
I was just so annoyed with every one of those fuckers.
It's so fucking great when I'll say this again. You call the hitman, and the hitman has a fucking conscience.
And ask someone else to help
my
out.
target is a sweet 80-year-old woman. The fuck is wrong with you? Mm-hmm. Or some shit like that.
You don't know. That 80-year-old woman could be a facade.
I can say the same thing about the bees.
No, the bees were harmful. Dude, I walked straight up.
No. You can say that. I can say that. Like,
because you don't have a friendly aura. Come on.
Please, I have a hostile aura.
Exactly. They would sting the shit out of you. I've actually never gotten stung by a bee, so I don't necessarily know how badly that hurts.
Wasps sting you just for the fuck of it. Bees are the ones who are protective. Wasps are just assholes.
Yeah, wasps are assholes.
Yeah.
But even then, I've never gotten stung by a wasp either. Mm. And it's generally when I see a wasp, I don't like swat it like, oh my god, he's gonna fucking sting me. I'm just like, yeah, that was a wasp.
I didn't know it was there until it stung me. I was doing my fucking laundry. I went out to put the fucking clothes in the washer, and all of a sudden it just lands on my hand, just stays there like, oh, what the fuck? And I tried to swing on it, and it flew away, and I was so pissed off.
The sad part is,
had that.
My mom is not allergic, but like she gets like deathly sick if she's stung.
So that sounds allergic. Like she's allergic.
Allergic to a degree, yes, but I don't know about me. My brother, he's fucking immune to it. Because as like a fucking kid, he would go out to the backyard, catch wasps, catch bees, catch fucking black widows, and have them fight.
He built up to it. Also, Black Widow, that is the stupidest thing to do.
That also sounds incredibly stupid and impossible. Yet I have heard of that one guy that is apparently so immune to Black Widow bites that in the company that he works for, they have to reach into this barrel filled with like Black Widows to get this thing out. And he's literally the only person that can reach in there, get stung by a fuck ton of bees, and nothing happens to him. Black Widows.
He didn't get stung. He got stung by bees, but he would go out and catch wasps, catch Black Widows. He didn't get bit by them. Only the bees. But he'd have them fight. I was like, did you get stung again? Yeah. Hold on, let me get the tweezers. But I taught him well.
I guess so, but fucking Black Widows, man, they're supposed to kill you.
Yeah, they're meant to kill you. They're poison enough to kill.
About the Black Widow, dude. There is a story about a dude who would like he got stung by a black scorpion, like a very venomous kind in I think Australia, or Africa. But either way, those places are designed to kill you.
Completely different areas of the world, but go on.
But both continents are designed to kill you.
Not really. Africa, not so much.
Say that to a lion
or a rhino who's partially blind. They'll gore you first, ask questions later.
Ask questions never. They don't speak.
Yeah.
But Africa doesn't have the animals that are like more or less designed to kill you like Australia does.
Okay, but
black scorpions.
Africa has more of vicious animals
variety.
that can take you down and kill you.
I say Africa has a variety of everything. Since Australia is isolated, it's designed to take you down now.
Africa's got big animals that will maul you. Australia's got animals that can concentrate poison and kill you.
Yeah, I'll get that.
I think of it more as like Africa's like, it's got animals that are very territorial, that if you go into their territory, they're going to kill you just because that's their stuff. Australia is the kind of country where shit's just going to be in your front porch.
Yeah.
And that's going to kill you.
You
better check your toilet because there could be a spider in there with a health bar.
A dingo will eat your baby, so.
Yeah.
He got bit by or stung by a black scorpion. He was rushed to the hospital. Apparently, he was allergic to the anti-venom for this thing, and they found out as they were injecting him. So they found an alternate. He was also allergic to that one.
Wait. So they were like, "Oh shit!" As they were injecting.
Yeah. He went.
They had the plunger going into him. He's like, "Oh fuck."
He had like
He's allergic.
He had a severe allergic reaction where like he somehow lived.
Okay.
He did the same thing again. Like, I'm gonna go play with this black scorpion. They stung him. Like, okay. It got to the point where it's like, you are. We don't know how, but you're immune. It's like, yeah, I'm good. Like, this thing would probably take down a normal person. How the fuck does this work? Yeah, here's my story. I got stung by this. Got poisoned. Then got poisoned even more by the anti-venom and the alternate anti-venom. I'm okay.
Lucky bastard.
Again, sounds impossible, but I can totally believe it.
Sad part is, there is a video of him, like, legitly. See these things? They're stinging me, right? Technically they're poison. He just starts eating them.
Again, sounds impossible, but I believe it.
What the fuck?
Have you heard of those people that are completely... Because HIV is like a STD.
Scotland.
Yeah,
There's a family over there that's completely immune to the HIV virus.
It is like deadly as fuck. A sexual transmitted disease. Deadly as fuck.
Actually,
but because it's somehow connected to the Black Plague of like the 1600s.
That's exactly what I was going for.
People the families that survived the Black Plague are now immune to HIV completely.
What the fuck?
Yeah, they're immune to it completely, 100%. They could have sex with someone who's 100% HIV positive 1,000 times, and they will not contract it whatsoever.
That's insane.
I think it was a family I think like 1 or 2, maybe 3 families.
Use them to make a vaccine. Holy shit!
They're trying.
Okay,
they're not doing it very well.
It's from my understanding, it's that the HIV attacks like your white blood cells,
not the T cells.
It attacks a specific cell.
Helper T cells.
It's the white blood cell that's basically the dispatcher.
The helper T cells.
I think it attacks perfect cell, maybe
something.
It's definitely like killing Goku, but it attacks these specific cells because it like basically the cell has these prongs on it, and the HIV virus attaches to it. But people that had ancestors that survived the Black Plague, their like cells, the cells that the HIV attacks, they mutated. So instead of having the normal prongs, they have a slightly fucked up prong. That's the cell itself works perfectly fine, but because it has a fucked up prong,
it can't be attached.
The HIV can't attach to it. So that's why they're immune. Think of it as like it has like a little fence or like a little place for the HIV virus to like hang on to it. But the people that had the Black Plague in their ancestry, they develop essentially a little spike on those little areas.
For some reason,
so the HIV can attach to it.
For some reason, I imagine it's like an extender or an extension cord. They have like these 3 prongs versus 2 prongs. If you take out the 3rd prong, it works fine. But you know, as the HIV virus, it's a 2-prong hole. You want to attack the 3-prong. It doesn't work for the fucked up people.
Yeah, kind of like that. Think of it as like everyone has like Lego pieces on the top of their like T cells or whatever. These other people have mutated those Lego blocks into mega blocks. So they
can't fit.
So they just don't fit. They're not compatible.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's more or less what happens to them, which is awesome because it means that somehow we can become immune to that. All we need to do is have them make fuck tons of babies, and then have those babies have fuck tons of more babies, and then globally we'll just have like herd immunity.
I think I glossed over this on fucking YouTube today. It's, let's see, July 9th or July 8th. We're recording this late at night. But apparently there is, as one of the very few, a genderless baby.
The fuck?
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't believe that for a fucking second.
No. I glossed over it. It's like U.S. recorded here in California a genderless baby. It's like,
well, we'd have to read that ourselves.
I would have to read that myself.
Because I'm wondering if that's just the parents' choice or something to say, it's genderless.
I don't know.
They decide on their own. You know what I mean?
Like those motherfuckers that are like, I don't eat food. I just survive off the sun's energy. It's like bullshit. Humans are designed to come out a specific way. It's like, I can understand, sure. A girl is born with a dick, or a boy is born with maybe a vagina. Sure. Fucked up things like that can happen. But I, under no circumstances, will believe that a baby is born without either one of those. There's no shenanigans that can happen like that.
For me, genetically, I do believe it is possible, but minute as hell.
Minute as hell. And mutations happen all the time. So.
Yeah, that's why I was like, I have to give it to like.
I would have to physically see the baby and see photos.
I want a legit scientist from like Harvard or Stanton or fucking Yale. Explain to me. What happened to the cell? How did it mutate to become this?
Yeah, that'd be nice.
I want to see that instead of like here's the byproduct of them fucking. It's like No, give me the science.
If you can find that link.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely send that.
It's been fucking recommended to me all goddamn day. Yeah, I'll send it to you guys.
By the way, you guys haven't been here recently, but have you seen the shit that my dad has set up in the back there?
What did your dad do?
What is
this
it
time?
So you guys,
because as you explained,
he's fucking crazy, right?
Yeah, we heard.
Remember,
I think it was like podcast number 3. We mentioned like how your dad has like an awning, under an awning, under an awning in 3 different directions.
It's basically he has the garage with 3 separate roofs at 3 different elevation levels that are in no part attached to each other, but they're attached to the same building. So it's like, what's the goddamn point? It's not the same roof. Why? But he did something similar where you've seen the doghouse, right? Which is fucking massive, way too massive for 2 big German Shepherds.
Yeah, but at least they got room.
They got room, sure. But a fucking like 10 German Shepherds could fit in there.
Yeah.
It's way too big for them. But he decided, you know that big corner in the over there where they used to have like big piles of wood for the fire pit? He moved all that shit and he put the doghouse over there, except it was slightly too big. So he cut off, he was thinking like, I'm going to cut off the backside of the doghouse, like the roof of the doghouse, so that it'll fit better. And as he was talking about that,
Wait a minute.
I was looking at...
Wait.
What's your question?
So you're telling me they're just not going to have a side of the house?
Yeah.
What about rain?
I'll get to that.
I was right!
It was like the roof of the doghouse is like a triangle. It pretty much is like 6 inches off to the side to like allow rain. He cut it off the back so that it's really only like 1 inch still. So the rain is not going to hit the wall directly. So it still has a little tiny awning, but he more or less sawed the rest of it off so that it could fit more flat against the wall corner.
Stupid.
That's stupid. Yes, but I'm okay with that. Except while he was doing that, I was like looking at the floor and I'm like, why are there these cement pillar blocks that look like pillars? And he's like, oh, that's because I'm going to put a roof over here in this corner. I was like, you're going to put a roof above a roof?
Again.
And
what's your dad's obsession with roofs?
I don't fucking know. I was like, what the hell's wrong with you? It was like, if you're going to cut off the side of the house, might as well just cut off the whole roof. Because you literally just told me you have all this already set in place, already in cement with the metal pillars.
And there's going to be a roof already over that.
You're going to put a roof over this doghouse, which already has a very nice roof. What's the goddamn point? You might as well just fucking forget the doghouse, just get rid of it, build the roof and like make it attached to the corner of the house, have like a little fence and like a little gate so that, you know, when people are over, you can lock them in here and you could put like little wood paneling so when it gets cold, it's California, it never really gets cold. But you could set up this whole little dog facility right here and it could all be at your height so you don't have to bend down. So might as well just get rid of the doghouse. He's like, nah, but I like the doghouse. I put a lot of work in it. I was like,
yeah, sure.
You're cutting off half of the roof of the doghouse to put it in a corner so that you can build another roof above said doghouse. It's like, what? Why? Why, goddammit?
Dude, I have to agree with you. It's like, I think dads are going crazy because, like, dude,
man.
I had to argue with my dad about it. Like, we have, let's see, a 8-foot high fucking steel cage for the doghouse.
Yep.
And
so it's like people height, so you don't bend down.
Yeah, it's also reserved for a previous husky I had, so it doesn't jump over the goddamn wall.
Right.
Yeah.
And
goddamn troublemaker.
Yeah. And it was like, yeah, they can't jump over. I was like, what about rain? And she was like, yeah, I'll take care of it. I had to like go to Home Depot, fucking borrow the Hummer. I fucking hate driving that thing.
It's a piece of shit.
But I built the roof, and it was enough distance from like the back wall against the wall of our neighbor.
Okay.
To where like if it does fall. There's a doghouse inside there because my mom wants a fucking doghouse for him. But there's a roof on top of the roof, which is like annoys the shit out of me, but whatever. It's not up against the back wall of our neighbor, so like if there is rain, it'll hit the wall and just fall down. Okay. Probably ricochet onto their house, but it's minimal as shit.
It won't be a big problem.
It won't be a big problem. My dad's idea is, you know what? I'm gonna upgrade your idea and make it better. I'm like,
oh, please.
You're not gonna upgrade it. You're just gonna fuck it up.
Just like hit it with a Torbjorn hammer.
No,
Somehow that's an upgrade, though.
He makes it like half an inch taller, to where if it does rain, the amount of tilt that he has on the roof, it will just flow into the neighbor's yard and well over the goddamn wall. It's like, that's stupid.
And piss them off, probably.
Yeah, I was like, why would you do that? It's like, it's good for our house. What about the neighbors?
Yeah, fuck the neighbors.
Who cares about the neighbors? They're not us.
It's like, you don't factor in other people, you dipshit.
What?
It's like he doesn't understand, like, you have to added other people to your shit, not just, when you fuck up here.
Stop pointing at me.
This is bullying.
I plan out shit better than my dad plans out shit.
But you don't factor in other people. Apparently.
I don't know how to factor, right?
That seems like a problem.
He never learned, okay? Leave him alone.
No,
we discussed that last time.
You can easily fix that by learning how to factor. You have interwebs, like...
What purpose would that serve now? I don't use that in real life.
Factoring in people.
Factor in people. Why would that matter to me now? It's like, do you just answer your own goddamn question?
I'm talking about factoring in math, jackass.
You have to add this people into that people into my life. There you go.
No, you're twisting this whole thing.
Nah. It's you still question me. Why the fuck do you have a lighter? It's like, it's for other people.
I question why you have a lighter because you don't smoke. And
I just said it's for other people.
But why? Why would you carry something for other people when you don't necessarily know how often you're gonna need it for other people? What's the point?
It's the same thing for insurance. Like, I'm not always gonna get in an accident. By law, I need it. Whatever, fuck it.
The lighter is also all-purpose. I believe that he can probably use it for other things, too.
Yes.
Like what?
Burning down a house.
Alright, come down there, mean chick.
Starting some Kinder, like lighting paper for a fireplace or something like that.
On a cold day in California, I just want to do it in the middle of a field.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Or my hands.
I can understand having like a lighter for just all-purpose. I have a lighter in the car, but I also have sparklers in the car, and that's the reason why I have the lighter. But from last year's 4th of July. But you fucking carry it around with you everywhere you go.
So
it's a you never know situation with him. He's always paranoid. You know that.
But with that logic, he might as well just take everything with him just in case he might need it, or someone that he doesn't even know might need it.
Yeah, that's what I usually do until people start taking my shit.
I've never understood.
I had a
that
small
mentality.
pocket of like a first aid kit for like bandages, fucking like small cuts and shit. Like there also has a fucking spray first aid kit or bandage. Somebody took it. I don't know what the fuck it is. It's not.
And honestly, like, it saved my ass sometimes at conventions. Like, sometimes I'll forget something. Like, hey, you got this? It's like, yeah, I do. And he pulls something out for me.
Yeah, I always
Yeah,
factor in
whether it be a
conventions
charger
are
or food or something like that. So yeah.
I'm talking about like he'll have a knife on him like 24/7. Which okay, sure, I can understand a knife, but then he'll have like imagine the biggest fucking pocket knife and then multiply that by like 30. Because you just carry everything around with you at all times. Just in case you need a saw, you have a little saw. Just in case you need a magnifying glass, you have a little magnifying glass. Just in case you need a bottle
What
opener,
else are you going to burn ants with?
a lighter. Or just squish them, or leave them alone.
No.
Goddamn.
It's a fine art to burn ants with a magnifying glass.
The only time I ever like kill ants is when I find them in my room, so they don't.
And when
like,
they're not
leave a
pollinating.
trail. That's the bees, not the bees. But still, that's the. I still can't believe my jackass friends, or they're not even friends.
Coworkers.
Really.
Yeah,
Coworkers.
they're not your friends after this, that's for sure.
No.
We need the bees.
Although the one person that said I had a friendly aura, we did end up talking a lot about Overwatch and the new Doomfist character
Uh-huh.
for Overwatch. What do you guys think?
I mean, I love the animation that came with. Tracer looked cute as hell.
Yeah, I like Tracer.
Genji was cool.
Genji was pretty sweet.
Yeah. They all
Winston got his
looked
ass
good.
kicked.
Huh?
Winston got his ass kicked.
Yeah, but he ended up kicking his ass.
Winston got his ass kicked. He got knocked the fuck out.
He didn't get knocked the fuck out. He got knocked away, and then he came back and he kicked his ass.
No.
Didn't the little kid say so in the Overwatch freaking trailer?
No, this is after. This is the little kid is like, oh, like with Tracer and Widowmaker is like, oh, the world could always use more heroes. This scene takes place way after that.
Does it?
Doomfist has already been captured. They've taken the gauntlet. They've put it on display. Widowmaker and Reaper wanted to take it again. And then some time has passed. Doomfist is in prison. He breaks out of prison, which is why he's punching
out
the
of
wall.
prison.
Reaper and crew already took the gauntlet. They've given it back to him because he's a leader of Talon. And now he's assaulting Winston,
he's
Genji.
not the leader.
and-
He's not the
Are you
leader.
sure
He's
that's
one
the
of the leaders.
timeline?
There you go.
Wait, are you sure that's the timeline?
Yes. Yes.
Where does it say that?
That is what the Overwatch official post was.
Oh, so that takes place way after.
This takes place way after because he's
What the fuck?
He's looking at the prison. And it's like, oh, Overwatch is back, and like he's reading all these things about how characters.
My
how Overwatch is coming back.
My understanding was because there were newspapers saying Doomfist was defeated. They were showing how he got defeated at that fight with Winston. I thought that's what was happening.
No, Doomfist defeated because that happened in the past before
Okay.
Overwatch got dismantled.
I see.
And then he's there. So that's why there's also the newspaper saying Overwatch returning.
So the fight we were seeing was a future fight.
Yeah.
Yes,
Oh, okay.
that happened in Because remember...
But Winston did beat his ass beforehand.
Not necessarily Winston. I don't think we know who exactly took down.
I think it was like a team effort.
I think Winston did, though, because the little kid mentions how he did Primal Punch and beat Doomfist.
It could be
that might be it. 'Cause I don't remember the little kid talking.
It could be a 5v1 and Winston just got to play the game.
Maybe.
Who knows? But
that's
the little
that's
kid
likely.
Yeah, that's why I was like, Winston got all the goals.
I didn't think it was a 1-on-1 to begin with. I just figured, they're showing the Winston thing, so it must be this Winston like beating him, and then that's why he's in prison and he's angry. He's punching the prison wall trying to get out. You know what I mean? That's what I thought it was.
I think you might like actually playing him because he's a high risk, high reward character.
See, that's what I was gonna say. Which character did I fall in love with in Borderlands 2?
Gage.
Fucking Krieg the Psycho. He was the fucking melee heavy, get in there, do a fuck ton of damage, take a fuck ton of damage, go down, but come right back out. And that is what Doomfist is. So I have a feeling I'm gonna fall in love with playing Doomfist.
Wait, you have a second DPS in your back pocket now.
Yeah, he's another offense, isn't he?
Yeah. He's another fucking offense. We need more supports, goddammit.
Technically, he's an offensive tank.
How much is his health?
It maxes out of... It should max out of 400, but there's a glitch where you can get more than that.
Really?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay.
It's a very specific glitch, but you can get higher than 400. But the max he will be allowed to have when he launches will be 400.
His ult is ridiculous. It's cool.
Meteor Strike.
But does it work indoors? I haven't seen.
Yes, it works indoors.
So he can look at the inside of a building and use it.
Yes.
Listen,
Holy shit.
Listen, Diva can call her mech inside of a building. Why can't Doomfist?
I guess so.
Yeah, it could be
because he jumps in the fucking air, so it's like I would imagine he would hit the roof or something. You know what I mean?
No, he's fucking Doomfist.
Nope. He straight up he jumps up into the air and he's like he can't be targeted by anyone aside from friendly allies to heal. I don't think Mercy can attach to him because he's way too fucking up there. But Ana can certainly shoot him. And I think...
you can see him.
Yeah. Well, you don't see him. You just see, if he's low health, you just see, the little critical health thing.
I see.
And Ana can shoot him up in the sky.
Oh.
But he's completely invulnerable until he lands.
I like the previous update where it's like, if you can see a friendly target, you can fly to him as Mercy. There's a fucking range for that shit now. I hate it.
There's always been a range.
And in my experience, I usually be closer to teammates, I guess. Or, maybe when I turned off the tether, it finally worked. But, if I can see them, I can fly to them. But now, I feel like the range is smaller.
You have to get to a point before the reticle gets there.
I can see them. Let me fly to them. Nah, they have to wait for you. It's like, dude, wait. Dude, come on. Let me fly to you. And they're still running. It's like, God damn it.
I don't run into the issue unless they're, halfway across the map. It's like, yeah, I can see you, but you're just way the fuck out there.
It's like Lucille's ring thing. It's like, if they're right in front of it, I can't fucking fly to them, but it's like if they're there, they glitch and they run.
You might have fucked with your settings or something because I can fly to people way outside Lucio's range.
No, I'm saying Lucio's range is you see there's a certain ring around you where you can fly to.
The little ring.
I feel like that's smaller for me because I can see them. I can't fly to them, but they're within a certain range. I can walk to them in 2 seconds, but I can't fly to them.
Yeah, I can guarantee you that I've flown to people farther than that recently.
That's why I was like,
you may have fucked with your settings. Somewhere. Over the rainbow.
Beyond the sea, bitch.
No, over the rainbow, bitch. But what about you?
You who?
The Dojiro over here.
About Doomfist?
Yeah, what are you thinking of him?
I cannot wait to see his costumes. That's it.
Oh, yeah, I've never even thought about what they could be.
I want to see what he's going to look like.
For some reason, I imagine One Punch Man.
Yeah. That'd be pretty cool.
Were you disappointed that it wasn't
Terry Crews? Not really, no.
Yes.
I was severely disappointed.
I mean, it would have been great if it was him, sure, but I wasn't disappointed.
I'm fine with the voice.
Reason, Meteor Strike is ah!
Power! Boom! Because that is Terry Crews' special move.
Yeah.
That's what I was really looking for. As soon as I saw that ultimate, I was like, "That's Terry Crews."
I mean, it's cool and all, but I do love his African accent.
I like the voice.
For some reason,
is cool.
I imagine him using the shotgun pistol, yeah. Oh, he did.
I kind of hope maybe they put out a little patch where they record Terry Crews as an alternate set of voice, where it's if you kind of like Marvel's Capcom, where you can change the voice from English to Japanese, you can change this specific hero from the actual actor to Terry Crews. I'm sure everyone would go pick Terry Crews.
Would it be?
What if Terry Crews has legendary skin for this guy,
and he's in a towel?
I'd be okay with that.
No, his arm is wrapped in a towel.
Longest yard Terry Crews from football.
The one thing I don't like though is
Legendary skin cheeseburger.
The odd thing that I don't like, he's got this massive right hand, which is the gauntlet.
Yeah.
And he's got like his little hand on the left, which is kind of like a little mini gauntlet shotgun.
Mm-hmm.
Which one do you think would be his normal melee?
Shotgun.
You?
The big one.
No, it's just tiny one.
Weird.
That's his normal melee.
That's weird for melee. But
I would think it would at least be his big ass.
I mean, Reinhardt's got a fucking hammer, so it's like might as well be the big one.
Might as well. It's like there's no real difference, but it would look cooler if it was the big
Yes,
ass one.
it would feel more. I don't know. Just it was
For some reason, I want to see a sumo match between Doomfist and Roadhog. Just straight up, like legit, the Japanese style, fucking sumo thing. Where like I just see Doomfist just like trying to palm strike the shit out of Roadhog
like E Honda.
Yeah, just doing that while Roadhog's just like they're just inhaling gas.
I was trying to say earlier, like, would it be fucked up if they recorded a line where in the future, like, there's another like event that's happening, right? And you get exclusive lines you can only get for that. What if one of them was Power? Would that be fucked up if it wasn't recorded by Terry Crews? If it was the guy we currently have, and the line was Power, would that be fucked up to you guys? Because that could be Terry Crews' thing.
I would not like it. I would like the homage to Terry Crews, but I feel like
it would be weird if it's not voiced by him.
It would be weird. I would be okay if it's like a spray that's like Doomfist and is like unlimited power or whatever the fuck.
For some reason, I want...
Or like him in a towel saying like power.
Yeah.
No, I want Doomfist to be a chef.
Why?
Just so like when he
has a giant hand, he can do this. The salt thing.
Yes!
Yeah, is that what you want? With a giant hand with the salt thing on a steak.
Something like is
that what you're going for?
For an emote, you have like the salt
fucking knew it!
It's not just that. It's like he does his ulti. He's like, order up. It's like pounding some meat. Or like you order a quarter pounder.
That would kind of make sense as a chef, I guess.
Yeah.
That would be quite interesting.
Or like he's punching, or like something like I'm tenderizing the meat.
It would be interesting, but I would very much like it if they have a skin that is just completely Terry Crews. Make it legendary. I mean, it would suck, but like I would be okay so long as it does actually happen if they make it an event specific skin. Yeah. But so long as you have a skin that makes him Terry Crews.
I can't wait to try him out, dude. Seriously.
I seriously
wonder if they're
can't
gonna
wait.
make him like Morpheus now.
How so?
Give him the glasses and everything, like have him as a legendary skin.
Are you just going whatever bald black guy you can for legendary skin?
Probably, but I more want like the salt thing for an emote.
Yeah, I do like that.
The giant, like you see sparks.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure some of the emotes are gonna like have a little play on with the fact that he's got a massive fucking right arm.
Is there like an anime with a giant right or left mech arm or something?
Yes.
What?
Buso Rankin.
Maybe something like that.
One Piece.
Maybe something like that for a skin. That'd be cool.
Well, I mean, One Piece, he's a pirate. Used to Captain Kidd.
No. What about
You got a big
Grunt?
mechanical arm. Grunt? From?
One Piece?
Grunt?
Yeah.
Who's Grunt?
The
filler character. I skipped that shit.
Yeah.
I saw that one episode. I was like, I'm done. This is filler.
Dude, the only reason why I saw it was just for Carrot. She's fucking cute.
I like Carrot. I really hope she joins the crew though.
She's looking adorable. She's killing me. Pat her head. Okay.
Is she a filler character?
No, she's
She
an
better
actual
not
story
fucking be.
character.
Oh, okay.
But she's just so goddamn cute. It's like, all right, I already know that your 10th member is going to be Jinbei, the former King of the
Warlord.
Sea. Former Warlord and King of the Sea. Because you already asked him and he accepted. You gotta ask Carrot to be part of your crew too, though, because she's fucking adorable. She's so goddamn cute. And she can hold her own. She may be like, I think she's like 16 or something in like human years.
Yeah.
But she can hold her own, dude. She pretty much...
She kept up with Luffy when he was starving, and even then he's still strong as hell.
She kept up with Kaido's henchman.
Oh, that's
one
true.
of the Four Emperor's henchmen. So you know she's powerful as fuck. And she's holding her own against Big Mom's henchmen. So she's holding her own against two separate
factions.
Fucking what's their English name? Because I know Yonko's their Japanese name. Warlord? No, not warlords. What is their fucking English name that they call them?
I don't remember, dude.
Fuck it, whatever.
But they need Carrot. They fucking need Carrot. She's so cute.
I still hope they fucking add Carrot, dude. So no word yet. Because as of years ago, probably at this point over a decade ago, the creator of it said he's gonna have Luffy have his 10 crew members. Like he specifically said 10, and Jinbei is the 10th member. So there's there's thinking that maybe Carrot will join, but that would make her the 11th member, and they're all referencing at that point where the creator of the show said that Luffy would have 10 crew members. So who knows? Maybe at that point he had only planned for 10, and he would add more later on. Because that motherfucker, as we've mentioned this before in like just personal discussion, that motherfucker has the whole goddamn story all in his head. He knows what's gonna happen 10 years from now.
I think he legitimately came out when like Naruto and Bleach got canceled. Fuck that. Naruto, it was ending.
Bleach was good, but it was just the goddamn fillers.
It was Naruto ended. It was like, and he had to come out and say like, yeah, dude, I got a fucking storyboard for like next 5 years. We're good. I don't know what the fuck. Don't fucking worry. We got you.
He's even said in the past, like, yeah, I know all the key points in time all the way up to the end. I still got to write like how they get to it and like what happens at these key points. But I already know what these key points are. Like, I already know who all the villains are in these next story arcs that I'm going to create. I already know who the allies are going to be. I already know what the outcome is going to be. I already know what the final episode, what the final line is going to be. I got to write it and draw it to get there. But I already know what it is. So it's like, in that sense, he can like foreshadow fucking years ahead because he already knows what's going to happen. He's not like,
he has the skeleton plan. But he has to fill in like the rest of the body parts.
He has to fill in. He's not like other manga writers where it's like I have a point, or like shows where it's like Supernatural is a good example, where it's like they have a plan for like the first 3 seasons, and then after that they're like, fuck, we need another story arc. All right, here's season 4. It's like, fuck, we need another story arc. Here's season 5. It's like, fuck, we need another story arc. Here's another season. It's like, it's not like that where it's like every time they need a new story arc, they have to just bullshit other stuff. And
the sad part is for Supernatural up until like the original storyboard, it was fucking great.
It was great. It all made sense. And the very first episode made amazing sense with the final episode in season 3. It's like it was all intertwined and connected. Everything made sense. And then after that, it's like, all right, now you're just pulling shit out of your ass. All right, this season we're fighting Roman gods. Next season we're fighting Egyptian gods. What the fuck?
I think they were pulling stuff because like we didn't actually plan to make more than just this. Fuck, what do? We're actually more popular. I didn't actually plan for this.
Money. So there you go.
Yeah. Which sucks because it's like I'm sure the show's good. I've stopped watching it a long time ago, but I fucking hate it when the show just goes too long. It's like
from season 1, season 2, it's about the gun, Yellow Eyes. Then it went to Angels about Dean being Angel, Sam,
Michael, and
Heavenly is Dean, Sam is the devil, Lucifer's
like their
vessel and
their
shit.
vessel and all that shit. But even when they went to Angel, it's like that was all foreshadowed in these previous things. Like the first season was like all about like the Yellow Eye Demon and like the Colts and the cold handgun, and then the second season was all about the time left that Dean had. And then the third season was like all about the angels and demons and the war, heaven versus hell. But all of it made sense in this all overarching storyline.
Yep. Then it went to oh shit, we're like how do we handle this now? Like we can't do the apocalypse. Some fucker ruined it.
Somehow the apocalypse just didn't happen. They were all these signs, hundreds of thousands of bodies were dead, and there's all these sightings of demons and what the fuck. And the next season we just glossed over.
No. It was Angel the archangels grasping for power. They was like, oh shit, what do we do? We need more souls. Let's tap into Purgatory where it's just like a gold line.
That was the following season.
Then it was like monsters from Purgatory. They got into our world, shit like that. Then it went to okay, let's just go to Cain and Abel.
I think before that it was they got Purgatory, and in Purgatory were the Titans of old, the Titans of Greek mythology, like Kronos and all them, and they got out of Purgatory. So now for the following season, that's who they're hunting, all the fucking Titans. And then from Purgatory also came out like the fucking Norse gods and all this shit.
So the point is have everything planned out beforehand, or else it's gonna feel more forced and contrived as it continues, right?
Yeah, basically. Like it doesn't make sense. Like none of like the later seasons have anything to do with any of the previous seasons.
Yeah, it just doesn't make sense anymore. It's just trying to get money.
It's just story for the sake of story. Where it's like in like One Piece, for example, from the very beginning, the very first thing you see is this badass pirate. He just looks at this badass fucking sea monster. He stares it down, and he's just like, he gives it this Death Star, and there's like a little effect of him like staring it straight in the eye, And it's like, it's the size of a goddamn building, this fucking sea monster. And it runs scared. And you have no idea why. It's not until like 200-300 episodes later that I introduced, oh yeah, he used hockey. Like this form of intimidation where he just intimidated the fuck out of that animal. And that's why it ran away scared. It's like, oh, so all that shit was just like from the very beginning and you're explaining it all the way now. It's like, Jesus, that was all planned out. All that makes sense.
In my mind, it's him and the writer for, not Sword Art. What's the good version of Sword Art?
The one with the villain in the glasses.
Yes!
God damn it.
It's not Sword Art. The Legal Lolly.
No.
The dude's an engineer.
Oh,
Shio.
God damn it. What's this goddamn... goddamn everything anime.
It's anime game. But, like, the writer for that, he explains it very well, where it's like, he's using terminology that gamers will 100% understand from the start. But then, like, a couple of episodes later, he explains, like, what the fuck is he doing? He does, like, mass raids. It's like, what the, like the characters, the NPCs, they ask, like, what the hell's a mass or a league raid? It's like, oh, well, a raid is when, like, you have a group of enemies that attack a main boss. League raid or something like that is when you have, like, 4 or 5 of them going on at the same time. And you coordinate with each other, like, where to go afterwards and shit like that. It's like, how do we attack, this and that. It's like, and, like, dude, I fucking love that anime because, like, it explained things so well for people who've never played video games. And even then, the main character, he's fucking methodical as hell. At one point, like, they were dealing with player killers, and, like, they're just, like, walking up, like, and it's a party of 3. Him and, like, his guardian or his tank friend. It's like, I have visual contact. Or, like, there were somebody cast a bind on them, which basically means they're snared, they can't move. And he says out, and he just dispels it. He gets rid of it.
Log Horizon.
There you go, Log Horizon. He says
Did you look that up?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
He says it out loud. I have visual contact on 3 people. And the ninja character just like he said visual contact. There's probably other people. And he sees like a hand-to-hand person, a healer, like another fucking samurai dude, different classes and shit. It's like, none of them are mages. Who the fuck threw the snare? That's only a mage class ability. And he methodically takes them down. I was like, damn, this is fucking great. He knows exactly what the fuck he's doing.
They blended it so well where they expect people to be watching this anime know about video games. So they just gloss over a lot of these things. But then they meet a character that's like, the fuck are you doing? So then they explain it to this character and therefore explain it to the audience. What is this thing? What is this mechanic that they've been using that they all these characters in the anime, they all know is like, yeah, we all know what the fuck we're doing. We're all gamers.
We know what mass healing is.
But this one character, this one NPC, she has no idea what the fuck all this whole mechanics work. So they explain it to her, and it makes sense
to the audience. Then,
and that makes sense to the audience. So it's like it gives backstory. So like it all works. It's not just like here's this mechanic thing and explaining it directly to the audience just for the sake of explaining it, so you don't get fucking confused. Like, no, we're just gonna gloss over it until it's important, and we're gonna bring out this character that actually matters.
It's like giving you all the exposition forward.
Yeah,
which is boring.
Like it's done well though.
Yeah, I know. No. I'm saying that like it would be boring to just give you everything right then and there as exposition. Like this is how it all works. You know.
Yeah.
In my mind,
the way they did it was more clever.
In my mind, like him, like the writer for Log Horizon and the writer for One Piece, they have the mentality of we know what we're doing. We're just gonna write it out. We know. Just leave us alone. Just let us do this. Like, and they do it perfectly. Or they can go like the route of Digimon. Like, what the fuck's a Digimon? And they have like this whole analysis thing.
Yeah, where they just like cut away from the action. Which I tolerated when it was like, who the fuck is Digimon? And then Izzy's like, oh, well, here's all this fucking stats. It's like, I can totally believe that. But sometimes they cut away from the action to like explain all this other ancillary stuff.
Oh my god, Kawagamon's attacking! And it's like legitly see him at like a foot away, and like it's a bug type Digimon which could probably kill us with his fucking pinchers, and they're running for their lives. Like, what the fuck? Really?
Mm-hmm. That was really only in the first 2 episodes because they really had to explain all that shit. They couldn't gloss over it, which they probably should have.
You know, they should have explained pummel whack.
Yes. It's like pummel whack, kick, pummel whack. Hit, fucking pummel whack, throw my bone. Pummel whack, fist to the face. Pummel whack, fist to the chest. Pummel whack, fist to the fucking groin. It's like pummel whack. I'm gonna throw this completely different item that's not related at all to me to you.
I'm gonna throw a chair.
Throw a chair. It's like pummel whack. I spit at you.
For some reason, like now I've connected that Pummel Whack with like this one fucking meme where it's just like it's a wrestling match. It's like a above view or like an angle view from the ring, and a wrestler just walks outside, throws in a chair. Then the fucking audience gets in on that. Just throws.
And they all start throwing chairs in the ring.
Chairs on top of the dudes. Like,
it feels so bad.
Did that guy call it for a Pummel Whack?
I vaguely recall seeing that.
It's some GIF online. So
I vaguely. By the way, I saw the whole season 1 and season 2. I saw the whole fucking thing of Digimon. Season 1 and 2.
Did you see Pummel Whack?
I saw Pummel Whack. That I questioned a lot of things. I questioned a lot about that whole fucking show, which we could get into in a whole different podcast. But how many times do you think motherfucking Patamon digivolves throughout 2 goddamn seasons in the Angemon?
Oh, I'm gonna say 3 times.
2? No, wait.
7.
No. I was asking how many seasons.
2. I said at the beginning. The first 2.
I just wanted to clarify because like I remember for Devimon, I remember from when they needed Wargreymon. I also remember from like other things like I slowly started to count. I got up to 4, like 2, right? No. Fuck.
It's like in the first season, he barely digivolves like 3 times up until they're fighting Piedmon. Or like in that general like couple last episodes, he digivolves like 2 or 3 times, and then in all of season 2, he digivolves into Angemon like twice. That's it. But he does digivolve in the. There's an explanation why he can't do that. So he digivolves in the Pegasusmon via the Digi-Egg method. So it's like, all right, I can understand that.
Mega Angemon, did you forget?
That was the second question. How many times do you think he ever digivolves into Magna Angemon?
2.
You?
1.
2. Okay. Literally 2 motherfucking times does he ever Mega Digivolve. 1, when he's the last fucking Digimon standing against Piedmon.
Yeah.
And once when the Zulongmon gives him his power, whereas fucking Agumon and Gabumon are warp Digivolving left and right.
Yeah, every other episode, right?
It's like, why? Why, goddammit? Why?
Because they're popular.
Because apparently Patamon is like the rarity where it's like his evolved form, his champion, is better than like the next one up. I barely understand that because Devimon...
Wait, it's better than his ultimate?
No.
What was it? His rookie form apparently is as good as a champion. His champion's form is better than an ultimate.
Oh, okay.
But his last one is
Is that the same with Gatomon?
Sure. No, I think hers is like reversed because Gatomon's a champion.
Yeah, Gatomon's a champion. Although it's explained that Gatomon's a champion and she's so powerful as a champion because she's so much older. Think of it as a child that digivolves into an adult. They don't necessarily know how to be an adult. But Gatomon's already an adult, so she can stay in an adult form and already knows how to be an adult. So that's why she always seemed more powerful, because she's
just heavily experienced.
Yeah, she's very experienced.
But like Mega Angemon's ultimate form, I think Sephiroth?
Safarimon. He never even warped digivolves. He never goes to Mega. He only goes to Ultimate those 2 times. Everyone else goes Ultimate fucking left and right. Fucking bad guy is like, Ultimate, let's go.
I think it's because like Seraphimon is like, it's technically one of the Digimon gods. Like it's kind of high up there. You kind of need a lot of shit for it, but it's like, I don't care, dude. We kind of need it now.
Yeah, we kind of need it now. God damn it.
Doesn't he become that in the Digimon movie and doesn't do fuck all with it?
In the movie, once.
But he doesn't do fuck all with it.
He does it.
He just does it so they can release the Digi-Eggs, right?
And Gatomon digivolves into that fucking like little dragon thing that's never explained in any of the shows.
Yeah. Just so they can release the Digi-Eggs.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like she's
what the fuck does that mean?
She's literally never turned into that ever. She's never gone past Angie-Woman in either of the 2 shows. Because I saw every episode of the 2 shows. And she never fucking does it.
When I first saw Angie-Woman, I was like,
I could bang that.
She's hot.
I was like a 13-year-old boy. I was like, I probably shouldn't be seeing this.
I thought Lilymon was hot. We talked about this before.
Lilymon?
Yeah.
She was perky as hell.
Yeah, she's cute as hell.
I liked her attitude. She was perky and plucky.
You got any more stories, Manny Chance, or we talk Spider-Man?
Let's go Spider-Man.
I got one little quick thing that I'm just called bullshit on, and then we'll dive into Spider-Man. I've been working on fucking Batman Arkham Knight game.
Oh my god!
Which you've seen me do.
Yeah.
So if anyone doesn't know, he's a perfectionist when it comes to the achievements / trophies.
I was gonna say achievement horror, but perfectionist works better.
Perfectionist, because I don't care about it. If I were achievement horror, I would buy fucking Avatar: The Last Airbender for an easy 1,000. But there's a fucking thing in Batman Arkham Knight where enemies will just not give a fuck about what you're doing. Because 99 times out of 100, when you're doing a certain move, you're completely immune. The frames that you're
in single player mode,
in
like story mode,
in the trials that I'm doing, it's like the last 99 times that I've like done this stun and like hopped over, I've been immune. Literally, people have been like attacking me and they actually make contact with my character, but I'm already in the animation, so I don't get hit. The last 99 times that I've done this, I did not get hit.
Right.
This one time, I'm on the final part of this fucking challenge, I do the exact same thing, and someone just comes out of left field like, whack. It's like, what the fuck?
And breaks your combo.
Breaks my goddamn combo. It's like, what? And the achievement I was going for was to go a perfect combo in all 4 rounds. I was like, what the fuck? God damn it.
Like, why of all times?
Like, why of all goddamn times now? It's like, literally, every single time I've done this move and somebody with a shield that's tried to hit me, they literally hit my character, but it goes right through me because it doesn't register because I'm already in an animation of this other move. But this one time where it goddamn matters, it's like, no, fuck you, Batman. I'm gonna go right for you. Fuck you, Batman. And then there was this other one where I'm supposed to get as high a combo as possible to get 1,000,000 points. So I gotta get up to like 400 and something combo meter. And once I break 100, I do this one thing where I use the back claw and I jump straight to this character. Whoever it randomly selects. It's never gonna select a character with a weapon or a shield. So I'm always safe. I'm always going to do that thing. I'm going to hit X and I'm going to fly straight to them and just knock them over. And then do another back claw to someone else. Do it. I do it for like 200 combos straight. And I'm doing fine. I'm getting close. I'm like 900,000 points. I do the exact same goddamn move. Here comes motherfucking crazy guy with a shield. I don't give a shit. I'm going to hit you anyway. It's like, god damn it. Literally the 99 times, the last... Because I get two combos for every back claw. Literally, the last like 250 fucking times that I've done this goddamn move.
It always works.
You've not hit me a single goddamn time. You didn't hit me, fucking guy with a shield. You didn't hit me, motherfucking guy with a baton. You didn't hit me, guy with a fucking sword. And you didn't hit me, guy with a goddamn knife. And you didn't hit me, guy with the fucking electricity shit. None of you fuckers hit me the last 250 times I did this. This one time, when I'm close to the fucking end, fucking shield guy just like, I don't give a shit. Nah, fuck you. Fuck you, Batman.
No, I'm pretty sure they started wising up. It's like, why the fuck are we attacking
No,
them?
and then literally as soon as that guy does it, I go back to do it and I can do it for like another 200 moves. And the same thing. I don't get hit whatsoever. And then I do
until it matters when you need it the most.
Until it fucking matters.
It could be like I said, legitly, this guy's going for the achievement. Let's fuck him over.
That pissed me
Which is such BS.
That pissed me the fuck off.
I would be amazed if that was actually programmed in as like, I feel like this guy's going for the achievement. Let's fuck him.
You eventually get it.
I did get both of them eventually. The one where I had to get 1,000,000 points to fight Killer Croc, I was just so pissed off and it was a fucking hot day that I was like, fuck it, I'm done. I gotta go to work. I'm done. And then, I went to I took a nice cold shower to just cool off and I come back, I was like, well, I gotta wait to dry off anyway. Fuck it. I'll give you one last chance. Fuck it. And I'm literally doing the exact same thing that I've done for the past like 4 hours. Fucking backhaul that guy.
4 fucking hours?
And more or less, intermittently, because I've been watching
God.
podcasts and other stuff. It's like, I'm doing the exact same thing, just backclaw. It's like, oh, I've broken 200, broken 300, broken 4. Oh, hey, there's Killer Croc. Oh, there's my achievement. Why did it not work the goddamn last 20 times?
Oh, man.
God damn. Oh, that fucking pissed me off. Although maybe it was just a nice cold shower that I needed to cool my head.
Yeah.
I don't know, that pissed me the fuck off. But Spider-Man, though.
Rubber Ducky and I saw Spider-Man Homecoming recently.
Yeah, we
Rubber
did.
Ducky, what did you think?
I liked it. I liked Spider-Man.
Wait. We need an intro. This is the movie hour with Ojiro and Rubber Ducky.
Hey.
You kindly take a seat, shut the fuck up, and listen to these two try and argue. Go ahead.
Because you don't fucking watch movies. Because I finally showed you Rogue One last week when we were here, and you actually enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Finally. How many months is he late by?
That's at least like 7 or 6.
Okay.
More, maybe 8, I think, because it was released in like December-ish.
Probably, I forgot.
But yeah, it filled in a lot of plot holes for you.
Yeah, go ahead, Spider-Man Homecoming.
So
you just need an intro.
I like the movie.
Tom Holland is perfect Spider-Man / Peter Parker.
I've always felt that Tobey Maguire was a great Spider-Man, not a good Peter Parker. Andrew Garfield, incredible Peter Parker, not so great Spider-Man. Tom Holland is a good mix of both.
I feel like Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man was just a result of bad writing, but he had potential.
He definitely had potential, and definitely I agree with the bad writing. But even with the bad writing, the good Peter, like really good Peter Parker, and like the Gwen Stacy stuff, normal human person, Peter Parker, was phenomenal.
As a side note for Andrew Garfield, though.
You know, it's funny. Most people would argue that Garfield was a better Spider-Man and Maguire was a better Peter. That's what most people argue online. If you read the comments,
would you?
I would not say that.
Would you?
I'm not saying you would say that, but like other people have said that.
What was the latest movie with Andrew Garfield?
Spider-Man 2. Amazing Spider-Man 2.
There we go. Would you have been okay if Gwen Stacy did die? Like, people on the internet fucking went ape shit. The actress come back as Mary Jane Watson. I'm pretty sure. Would you two agree with yes? That's okay.
Fine, because I did not like MJ in this movie.
I mean,
you mean came back in the same universe as Mary Jane, or came back in this movie with Tom Holland as Mary Jane?
in the Andrew Garfield universe.
No, I would not be okay with it.
But the actress is amazing as a redhead.
She's amazing as a redhead, but it would be weird to freaking see her and then Andrew Garfield would look at her character and be like, "Oh, kind of familiar." It'd be fucking weird.
But I would prefer it to be a different actress.
Yeah,
or just have that Emma Stone come back into this universe as Mary Jane.
Yeah, that would be great.
What about like for some reason in my head it's like, okay, she's dead. You go to the gravesite and this that. You find her actually working on Eloise instead. Would you be okay with that as an alternate ending?
No, because she snapped her neck. I would be fine if he kind of sees a hallucination of Gwen Stacy just somewhere.
Like her dad.
Yeah, her dad.
If she wasn't dead, it would have bothered me. Honestly,
you want her dead.
I don't want her dead, but I want her.
But if she died, I want her. If she died, I want her to stay dead.
Yes.
Okay.
Don't just bullshit me. Have this whole funeral thing and have Spider-Man crying and doing all this sad shit just to be like, oh no, she actually didn't die.
And if she never died in the first place, keep her alive. Yeah. I love freaking.
I would have been fine with either or. Save her or kill her off by snapping her neck. Either or, but commit to either one.
Yes.
All right. Go back to your homecoming.
Back to homecoming.
I just want your opinions up. Go back to your homecoming.
My overall thought is I enjoyed the movie. I liked Spider-Man. I liked Tom Holland because he was very, very fun as Peter Parker. He's very teenager. He doesn't know what the fuck he's doing.
He's actually a kid.
He's actually
played by a kid.
And then as Spider-Man, he's like, oh, what's all this fancy shit I can do? No. And it's I have no idea really what the fuck I'm not an Avenger right now. I'm just a kid who somehow got superpowers, and I'm trying to figure out how to use those powers. And I didn't really care for the supporting cast whatsoever. The villain was cool. Yeah. He wasn't a badass villain.
Vulture was surprisingly cool.
I felt like the one conversation that
in the car with the gun. That was a great scene.
That was a great scene. Because that's Batman right there.
Yeah, that was a great scene. Though I didn't really care for the line, "I'll kill you. I'll kill you dead." I didn't care for that line. But great scene, great acting. It was very intimidating.
Yes. So. I agree with that. It was a nice scene. Although how he got his little henchman Shocker to just wait around the corner when he only figured out that he was Spider-Man as he was arriving. Mm-hmm. How the fuck did he get
did he just call him and tell him hey, by the way, get over here real quick?
It's I'm 20 miles away. That's gonna take me at least half an hour. Yeah. It's no, fucking magic teleport.
Thanks for bringing that up. I'll have to remember to write that in the review, by the way.
Yeah, but you got a point. Peter Parker literally walks in, is you don't deserve this, and then walks kind of
pops the corner.
He doesn't pop the corner, but he goes out of his way. Well, not really out of his way because he's going to his locker, so he goes around the building.
And he starts running and then doing the whole Superman de-dressing thing. And
yeah, so he doesn't go straight to the back alley. He's got to do this roundabout method to go there, so that does give Shocker time to get back there. But how did Shocker even know that he was going to pop out through the back?
Yeah, how did he get there so fast?
And how did he even get there so fast? Because at no point during the car ride did the dad call. It's hey, I'm going to need you at
We can assume he called him off screen, but even then, it's really he called him. He got over there that fast.
Yeah, he just happened to be 2 minutes away. It's what kind of bullshit? You're setting up for this grand heist right now, and he's just 2 minutes away from you? Mm-hmm. That's weird. Believable, maybe, because he didn't really take part in the heist, but still odd.
Here's how I rate movies. I go from 1 through 10, and the part where I split them is between 6 and 7. If they are 6 and lower, it means overall, I didn't care for the film. I didn't like it. If it's 7 and above, it means I liked it. It's a fucking amazing film. That's how I rate these films.
What would you rate it right now?
This film, to me, as much as I enjoy it, it was dragged down a lot by the secondary characters, I felt, and some of the plot. So I would just give it a 7. I liked it overall. That's what that means. So the 7 is a good thing. But there are some things I would have fixed or things I would have preferred instead. Now, I don't mind the character changes, like what they did to Flash Thompson, what they did to quote-unquote MJ, and how they made Aunt May smoking hot. You know what I mean? I don't mind that. I mind the film.
I don't mind two of those things, considering MJ's not Mary Jane.
I know she's not Mary Jane,
and I don't.
She
I don't
is
mind
Michelle,
the hot
but they
MJ.
were very tongue in cheek with it for the fans. Like, oh, my name's MJ. So it was like, okay, I see where you're going with this. But also, I just felt like it was a big Disney Channel movie, complete with, at times, bad acting. I don't know if you guys remember the scene where Betty Brant, who's portrayed by a very young woman, little blonde girl. Betty Brant is talking to Liz Allen, or Liz Toombs, because it turns out, spoiler, she is the daughter of Adrian Toombs, the Vulture, right? Uh-huh. And Betty Brant says, okay, I guess I would F Thor, marry Iron Man, kill Hulk. What would you do?
Oh yeah, that was a bad scene.
Terrible
Which
scene.
reminds me, I did not like fucking Spider-Man's little fat sidekick friend. Because in that scene, it's like, Peter knows Spider-Man.
He's a fucking idiot.
He's a goddamn jackass.
He's so idiotic, I believe I'm watching a Disney Channel show or film.
Would you believe that he tried on the suit? Can I try on the suit?
Yeah, because...
He did.
I didn't mind that.
I seen
I did not mind that. I did not mind that. What I did mind was Liz Allen, like, when she was talking to Betty about, like, oh, well, here's who I would date, like, you know, Spider-Man. And Betty's like, oh my god, you have a crush on Spider-Man? It's like, I don't know. It's such like terrible acting.
Like
and
High
then,
School Musical.
yeah. And then Ned goes, Peter knows Spider-Man? And it's like, okay, who does that in real life? You know what I mean? It's such a
well.
fucking...
To be fair, we had this argument before. If me, Smokey, and Rubber Ducky would ever have superpowers, we'd probably fight each other.
Probably, but we also wouldn't go like. I'm pretty sure Dozier here.
He'd be the mediator, as always.
Let's just assume you would be the villain, because you would be the villain and I'm the hero, because you're a jackass and an asshole, and I am
the anti-hero.
Yes.
Let's just say that I'm the hero.
You are Batman. I am Two-Face.
And what's
your hero name? Dr. Bees? Can you send a swarm of bees at him or something?
Dr. Bees.
Clearly, no.
I am the aviator.
No.
I am the honeybee.
I
am the one that the flowers need.
No. You're the fucking exterminator.
No. I would clearly be the beekeeper, and I would be out to get Johnny Test and to ruin his day.
Yeah. Anyway.
But yeah, and that's
Ned annoyed the shit out of me in that scene. But overall, Ned was fine. I did like his porn joke, as childish as it was. I liked it.
It makes sense. It's like, what are you
doing? It made me laugh.
I think Ned is the quote unquote comic relief, just from what you guys are saying. But
yes.
it is like a problem in the movie.
Spider-Man's already the comic relief. No, he's good at it.
No, it's like not a superhero comic relief. But like there is a problem. Like I think in movies like the year you might notice this, where like the Asian characters or the Asian actors usually are portrayed by like super nerdy or like somewhat awesome later on.
Yeah, he was a mix of everything. He was super nerdy. He was pudgy. And he was socially awkward. He was everything wrapped into one.
That's what, usually
he was the formulaic. Like sidekick friend who was an idiot.
He was in the chair.
He was very formulaic.
So yeah. It's something weird where like I've noticed, and I've also seen articles that point that out. Asian actors, they're either gonna play like the hacker, or they're the one like defending against the hackers, like always like the super smart roles.
They're the martial artists.
Yep.
Or the socially awkward ones. Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, I don't believe that fucking the sidekick friend would know more about computers than goddamn Peter Parker. So why does Peter Parker need him to unlock the fucking suit?
Because this Peter, well, unfortunately, isn't... Well, as smart as he is, he's not like...
he's like mechanical engineer, like genius, but not computer genius. And the friend is like computer genius.
His own He can make his own webbing in chemistry lab, but he can't do this. You know?
Peter is hardware savvy. His friend is software savvy.
I mean, yeah, sure. That's an interesting change.
But they take that away from Peter either way because he gets a suit that Iron Man gives him.
Yeah, he didn't make it himself.
Yeah. The only thing he made are the web shooters.
Oh, that reminds me.
Even then, Iron Man gives him better ones.
Yeah, and that kind of annoyed me, but at the same time, it's like, I suppose it's his journey. And taking the suit away from him, like, after the second act was a good choice because it shows, like, you know, he needs to be something without the suit. And I like that.
He needs to be Spider-Man.
But I was really annoyed that by the end of it, even though he turned down the grand new suit that Tony introduced, he still got the old one back. So he still gets a cool suit. So it's like he didn't really learn anything. I kind of wish that he would expand on his own and not accept the suit at all and just make his old-fashioned suit a better one and just improve slowly from there. But instead, he got the suit he got from the beginning of the movie. So I was like,
I'm okay with that because even Iron Man and like Happy were like, oh shit, we didn't plan on that.
Like he deserves this. You know?
Yeah, he actually made a really mature choice that we didn't plan on.
Is the secret thing at the very end? You see like the Iron Spider suit.
It's not the Iron Spider.
It's not the Iron Spider.
It could be.
It could be their. It could be their interpretation.
But it doesn't have the legs.
I've never seen that. That's why I was like, "Is like it's the ending? Like, did you say Iron Spider-Man mod? No?
It could be their own interpretation, but it's a different colored suit altogether. It is not the red and yellow. It doesn't have the legs, but it is a new suit with more tech. Maybe slightly more armored.
Iron Spider?
It seemed a little more like armored because it seems like the one that he has the red and blue.
Oh yeah, I was
like
looking
more
armored.
Have you seen the footage for the PS4 Spider-Man, the new game?
Yeah,
it's a bit like that, except for the big spider is black, not white. Right? Kind of like that.
Kind of,
huh?
Kinda. If I'm remembering the suit,
if I'm remembering
the suit correctly, where the white spider is in the PS4 game, it's black, but it's still a huge fucking spider on him. So
speaking of the suit, though, I very much enjoyed his interactions with the suit and Karen because he names the suit Karen.
Yes, like Plankton's computer wife from SpongeBob.
Yes, the suit itself has a little AI that helps him out, which also explains how he has little web shooters that shoot webs, and then like the electro web, and then like
the web
string
balls,
webs and the web balls and all that stuff.
Yeah,
she like explains the whole thing. And the scene where he's trapped in the bunker and he's just fucking around, he's talking to Karen, he's
learning his webs. Which
yeah,
I love that.
That was a really cool scene where he's just learning how to be Spider-Man.
Fun fact: the woman who's playing the AI Karen in the suit is the real life wife of the guy who's currently playing Vision / Jarvis.
So their whole family line is just straight up AI.
Yeah, the husband and wife get to play AI in the Marvel Universe, which is really cool.
But who plays Friday?
Friday is played by an Irish woman.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I ran into this other article. Do you guys know what Hawaii 5-0 is?
I've heard the name. I don't exactly know what it is.
Okay.
Please explain.
Let's go something. Okay, let's just take the TV series The Flash, right?
Okay. Sure. I'm intrigued.
And let's say this. Let's just add in 2 Asian characters which somehow work with the Flash universe, right?
All right, I'm more intrigued now. Are they female?
What Hawaii 5-0, one of them is, the other one is male.
Alright, I'm half intrigued.
Okay.
So apparently, these 2 Asian characters from the Hawaii 5-0 thing, they're gonna be dropped from this season just because they asked, hey, can we get paid like the same amount as the white actors? And NBC said no.
Damn.
They found out that there's like the amount they're getting paid is 10 to 15% less than their co-stars.
Holy shit.
Dude, I work with these guys since like the very fucking beginning. Can I get like, the same amount?
Pay.
It's like, no.
Did they try to argue? Like, okay, first of all, are the Asians the main actors?
They are like,
are they side characters?
No, they're like the fucking stars, like with their co-actors.
Really?
They're very important for the thing.
Okay, ooh, that's fucked up.
Okay, then yeah, I would agree that's fucked up because it's like if the 2 main characters are these 2 white actors, and then like these 2 Asian characters, like kind of still important but still side characters.
Then it makes sense.
It's like okay, you're not going to get paid as much.
Think of it this way: Cisco is getting paid 10 to 15 less than Barry Allen.
It's like he's not the star of the show though.
No, but he makes the gadget and shit. But he's still a part of the show.
He's still a big part of the show, but he's not the main show, which is why he's not.
What's about this?
That's a bad example. Sorry.
What about Wally West? He's getting paid less.
Yeah, that's fine.
Wally West is still not the star of the Flash.
No, but Hawaii 5-0, there's like a team of all of them, but they're all Barry, right? He's essentially part of exactly the same thing. This is a group effort, not just the Flash.
All important. Period. Right?
Yeah. Across the board, they're like this group does this group does that, this group does that. They're all quote unquote Barry, but the groups are like 4 or 5 people each.
No. Okay, look, it would make more sense if you said that there's a main actor or actress or main 2 people, right? They get paid more money than the supporting characters. But out of the supporting characters, 2 of them get paid less than the other supporting characters. Then that would be a good example.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah,
that would be. It's like Barry Allen. He's the star of the goddamn show.
He'll get the most money.
He's going to get paid the most money. And sure, Joe and Iris and Dr. Snow and Cisco, they're all very important characters, but they're all side characters. They can easily be written off if they need to be.
Yeah, but if Iris got less pay than the other 3.
Yeah, if it's like Iris and Caitlin Snow were getting paid like 10% less just because they were women, maybe, whatever the fuck, then that would be a problem.
Yes.
Because they're all the same level of importance.
That's a better example. But yeah, they asked him like, yeah, I don't know, maybe like 5 seasons now. Like, yeah, for like 5 seasons, we've been getting paid like 10-15% less. Can we get the same amount as them? They're like, no.
Yeah, that's pretty.
I was like, all right, we quit.
That's fucked up.
And NBC just stuck by their guns. Like, yeah, we're very sorry for losing these actors. It's gonna be hard to work without them. It's like, dude,
it's a business.
Dude,
they don't care.
What the fuck? You 100. So you admit that like you're not gonna give them this. You force them to quit. No. It's like, are you gonna pay them? No, we don't want to.
Yeah, we could.
Why not?
We can.
Don't want to.
Less money, duh.
It's like, are you?
Less money to spend.
It's like you just caused a huge amount of controversy versus guys like, yeah, can we get the same as like these guys?
Yeah.
No.
They're not even asking for more. They just want to be paid equally.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's crazy.
I think like a couple of their co-stars like, what do you mean they weren't paying the same? I thought we were all getting paid the same. We did an equal amount of work. They work harder than we do. Mm-hmm. How come they don't get paid the same?
Fucking Hollywood, right? Run by fucking rich, old white dudes.
Yeah.
How that connects back to Spider-Man: Homecoming, I don't know, but that was an interesting tangent.
It was. Actually.
What do you mean, rich old white dude? You mean Tony Stark, which is
That-
Spider-Man: Homecoming.
Now you're grasping at straws.
It works though. Better than your fucking segue.
Listen, my Segway is badass. It's got like a 5-speed Segway. It's pretty bitchin', alright?
Okay, make it connect to Spider-Man. Go for it.
What, the Segway?
Yeah, it's the 5-speed
We're
Segway.
waiting.
I'm not trying to make a fucking...
You were
like
complaining 5 seconds ago, like I don't know how to make this connected. There you go. Oh no, you're sucked. Like, where's yours?
I'm pretty sure I've done better. What I said was how that connects to Spider-Man: Homecoming. I don't know. I wasn't complaining, but I'm saying I didn't follow how that tangent,
like
how the
he's
thought process
wondering.
went.
He's wondering how he got there in the first place.
Oh,
yeah,
we got there
when
when
you
you talking about
the
like
product of some infinite universe. Or are we just like fuck? I forgot the line.
Yeah.
Now, it for me, it clicked. Was like, I wonder how much. I still remember like the contract for Iron Man and Tony, the guy who plays Tony Stark. He gets like a small percentage of the merchandise. Like,
Yeah,
that's right. The article.
He gets paid a lot more than his fellow Avengers actors.
However, he's not an asshole. He's like, I'm getting paid fucking $1 billion. If he's getting paid like $1 billion, they better be getting paid like $950 million. It's like, I'm definitely the star of the show, sure.
But they better get good money.
They better get paid as much as they need to get paid.
I get paid
I'll
this
take
much.
a pay cut if I need to because they deserve it.
I get paid this much.
Damn right.
They get like 98% about whatever I make.
Yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause
Somewhere around there.
that was the thing where it's like a lot of the actors didn't want to come back for I think Avengers 2 or like one of the movies.
Something
Oh,
like
yeah,
that.
that's right.
Because
I
they were
I
like,
forget
we're
when.
like, you're fucking paying Robert Downey Jr. like
So much money.
$800 million to be Robert Downey Jr. and we're only getting paid like $20
Yeah, he's not
million.
even acting.
He's not really doing anything. It's like, what about like Scarlett Johansson doing all these fucking stunts and everything? And Robert Downey Jr. was like, no, yeah, they make a good point. You better pay them. I will only sign on for more movies if they get paid what they should be getting paid. And they agreed. They're like, we're not going to lose Robert Downey Jr.
We're all making this
That,
universe.
for
so.
some reason, that also reminds me of Jackie Chan now.
Yeah.
That scene where like his old stunt actors, I was like, oh, holy shit. And like they were telling stories about, I was like, yeah, brother Jackie, dude, since we started helping each other, he was fucking great. He fought for us to have the same amount he did.
Oh, yeah,
he was
dude.
willing to take a pay cut for all of us to get the same amount.
Yeah. He's
It's like,
fucking
dude,
mad.
that's fucking great.
There are certain actors that will do that. Ryan Reynolds is another one that will just like straight up take a pay cut. I think.
No, he did take a pay cut just for like certain writers to be on the set, right?
On Deadpool?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think Ron Perlman didn't necessarily.
Well,
take
he
a
knows
pay
that in
cut.
the long run it'll be good for the movie too.
It'll
so.
be good for the movie and the franchise and the whole.
And they'll
genre
all make
in
more
general.
money. So
Yeah.
I think Ron Perlman didn't.
They
necessarily
fought for
take a
that
pay
rated
cut,
R and
but
it
he
was
took
fucking
a
amazing.
less extravagant like paycheck for being Hellboy, just because he enjoyed it so much.
yeah.
I think-
And
don't quote me
he's
on
friends
that.
with the director, I'm sure. So
Guillermo del Toro.
yeah. Back to Spider-Man for a sec. You got anything else you want to say about it?
Did not like the side characters whatsoever. MJ was just like, why are you fucking even there?
Let's call her Michelle.
Let's call her Michelle because that's what
She was completely useless and just there for comedic effect. And I'll be honest
and
with you.
shitty comedian effect.
Oh, I actually like her. I'm not saying that she was funny, but I liked her.
I
But
liked the deadpan attitude she had, but that was not comedic effect.
okay.
She was no.
It was meant to be.
It was. It was
Whether or not it works is another story.
Yeah, she was kind of meant to be played like who's that other deadpan actress that is married to Chris Pratt in the one show?
Aubrey Plaza.
She's
Audrey
fucking
Plaza.
cute,
Audrey,
dude.
yeah.
She's supposed to have like that Audrey Plaza like deadpan, like I'm just gonna tell a joke.
The resting
like,
bitch face thing.
Yeah,
like
that's what Michelle / MJ was. In
that's
this.
kind of like what her role is, but she just didn't pull it off. In my personal opinion, she didn't pull it off.
She can't pull off what Audrey Plaza
She
has.
pulled off the deadpan very well, where it's like, okay, I can totally believe that you don't give a shit about a lot of things. But it wasn't funny and it wasn't interesting like Audrey Plaza is just naturally.
She has that ever since I saw her in Scott Pilgrim.
True. That's why I did not like her. And apparently the teacher is like some great comedian. Like he was like super funny.
Hannibal Buress was the gym teacher in this, and I love his stand up. But he was just hired to stand next to Captain America's cameo, so he was overshadowed. So he didn't get to tell a joke. It's like, why the fuck is he there? Why would you cast Hannibal Buress? Just cast any other actor just to fill that role. Just to be an extra, basically.
So,
and who was
what you're telling me is Captain America was on the news, and apparently that was the Easter egg.
He was on the news.
It's like he was as like the President's Fitness Award, but instead of like a video of the president like being like, "Oh, America needs to be fit and everything," it's Captain America. I was like, "Oh, kids need to be fit."
Only you can prevent forest fires. That was Captain America.
Sorry, I started them. You guys
like a TSA. Yeah. But yeah, and then who is the teacher? Like the teacher that was the decathlon teacher? Is he somebody important? Because I did not like him either. He was worthless.
He's from somewhere. I can't place the name or where he's from, but I've seen his face.
He was pretty much every single ancillary character aside from Spider-Man himself, Tom Holland, Robert Downey Jr., Happy Hogan. I don't know the real name.
That works. Happy's fine.
I'll just use the characters' names. Aside from Peter Parker, Tony Stark, Happy Hogan, and Aunt May. Aunt May was pretty good. She was like an understanding, like
Aunt May was okay.
She wasn't no like fragile like old lady, but I was okay.
She was an understanding young aunt.
Yeah, she was
young looking aunt.
Youngish looking aunt. She was a MILF apparently.
Totally.
They ran that joke into the goddamn ground.
Yeah. Just because she was attractive unusually in Civil War, they ran that joke into the ground in this movie, and every fucking person was like, "Oh my gosh, Aunt May, she's fucking hot." It's like, what the fuck? Seriously?
They took that one-off joke in Civil War. It's like, oh, that's funny. And they just ran it straight into the goddamn ground.
Yeah.
The word you're looking for, it's rocketing into the goddamn ground.
Pretty much.
Somebody
actually questioned me, like, how the fuck does that work? It's like, do you ever know how rockets go up? Yeah, dude, with all that horsepower. Imagine that thing's pointed at the ground. I don't understand.
It's gonna dig a goddamn ditch.
Are you stupid?
But yeah,
dude.
Those three characters. Aunt May was okay. She wasn't great, but she wasn't bad.
It was completely fine.
She was better. In my opinion, she wasn't necessarily neutral. She was just slightly better than neutral. But like Happy and then...
Well, I liked her more than Sally Field Aunt May in Andrew Garfield's movie.
I'm inclined to agree because I don't even remember what
exactly.
that Aunt May is like. I remember Sam Raimi Aunt May. That was a good Aunt May.
She was fantastic.
Where she's just like, the fuck are you doing, Dr. Octopus? I'm going to smack the shit out of you with
my
my umbrella.
I loved her as Aunt May.
Yeah, that was a good Aunt May.
She was great.
And then there's someone else. The Vulture was pretty good.
Yes.
It made sense.
He was surprising.
It was weird for the fact that he's just like some cleanup crew, like construction person.
Well,
and he becomes this high-tech villain.
Well, they changed a lot of these people's backstories.
And then they had the Tinkerer in there. It's like, okay, you're just like, again, some construction person. How the fuck are you messing with alien technology and building this?
Well, I guess they didn't want to make him a cartoony mad scientist, because that's a little too like highbrow. Like, not highbrow, just a little too on the nose.
Yeah,
like less like.
Are you making fun of Vulture's beak?
He didn't have a beak. He had like an actual like flight helmet.
That's not what I was
with
going for.
Awesome green eyes, but yeah.
Yeah, I liked the way the wingsuit looked and the way
his suit looked amazing. Yeah,
and the fact that he actually had like an actual like puffy jacket because he's gonna be fucking cold.
Yeah, and the white fur around the rim of the jacket's neck explains the Vulture look. I like that. That's
cool. It's like all right, it all makes sense. And I didn't like the fact that those characters went just from becoming like construction cleanup crew to these like super villains.
Yeah.
But I can
because one guy was super smart and he was the thinker. So
yeah, but I can understand how that transition may have happened considering they just like glossed over. There's like they're just normal people. 8 years later, fucking weapon dealers.
Which, by the way, is a mistake. The 8 years later thing, because they say that these films, whatever year they came out, that's when it takes place in the storyline. Which means 2012 is when Avengers 1 takes place.
Yes.
8 years later, from 2012, is 2020. It is currently 2017 right now. Okay?
Okay.
So that's a problem already. Because Civil War takes place in the timeline in 2016, last year, when the movie came out.
Okay.
So, you're saying that 4 years have passed since Peter was in Civil War? That's a mistake. Because,
I've never thought about
I actually found an article about that today. People are saying, Sony fucked it up. Sony did that.
So
I don't know how true that is, but
okay, so
it's definitely a fuck up on somebody's part.
Definitely a fuck up, because is it the fuck up that they just immediately, because they don't clarify that it's been like a year or two since Civil War, and like Peter Parker's just been kind of learning more or less.
You can tell it's immediate though. That's the thing.
It's like a couple weeks later.
Yeah.
It's not a couple years later.
Hannibal Buress's character, he says like, oh yeah, he's a war criminal, Captain America. So that's pretty recent.
Yeah.
So
he hasn't really been officially cleared of any like wrongdoings.
Exactly.
Yet. Even though I don't think they actually did at the end of Civil War. They just like didn't prosecute him essentially. And they cleared him, but they didn't publicize
No. Captain America wasn't cleared. He ran away.
Oh yeah, and then he broke everyone out of jail.
He broke everyone out of jail.
So he is a war criminal.
He's currently a war criminal. So they fucked up.
Avengers?
I guess they did fuck up the timeline quite a bit. Yeah.
Oh,
which is very rare for Marvel.
It's rare for Marvel, but Sony got
now
involved.
that Sony's here, it's a problem. So yeah. Oh, another thing that bothered me in Civil War, after Spider-Man steals the shield, he doesn't say anything until Tony says, "Nice work, kid." And then he goes, "Thanks. I set the landing kind of wrong." And then afterwards he goes, "Big fan, Spider-Man. Hey, Captain America." And then he goes, "Hey, everyone." In this movie, in the home video, he steals the shield and immediately goes, "Hey, everyone." And that was like, that's a fuck up. Secondly, when he first sees Ant-Man become Giant Man, he turns around and goes, "Holy shit!" Because he's surprised.
Yeah.
In this movie, he's recording himself, home video selfie, and then Ant-Man becomes Giant Man grabbing War Machine. And he goes, "Oh, small guy's big now, gotta go." And then he turns off the phone, but he doesn't turn off, he just puts the camera down.
He just like drops
and then he jumps towards Giant Man and gets smacked away. Which did not happen in Civil War. That's a fuck up right there.
Yeah.
It's another fuck up.
I feel like Sony's fucking up this whole relationship.
Yeah.
Because are there any real fuck-ups with any of the other Marvel movies, like, intertwined with each other?
If there are, I can't remember them at this moment.
So this is literally the only time where there are quite a few, like, continuity
and
fuck-ups.
they're noticeable. Like, X-Men noticeable.
Very noticeable.
Yeah.
And this is the only time that Marvel's not necessarily been at the helm of. Because I believe this is mostly Sony-controlled.
This is actually...
With Marvel, like, heavily...
I'll be honest with you. The film, the way it was made, mostly Marvel-controlled. But Sony has final say in how things go and how marketing goes. Which is why in Sony trailers, I'm glad you didn't see, they showed nearly everything of this movie. They fucked up.
So they showed up. So I'm glad I didn't see them in the trailers.
Sony had marketing problems.
So what you're saying is leading to like this, our second to last podcast. Marketing fucks up everything.
Pretty much, yes.
So then I'm justified in not having seen pretty much all of the trailers.
Because people were pissed. Because,
like, I'm pretty sure marketing people are like, how do we get people to watch this? Like, don't give it PG. Give it a rated R rating for people who actually want to see shit.
I would not like a rated R Spider-Man.
Unless
Venom is involved.
Venom, yeah.
No.
Carnage, yeah.
Fucking Cassidy, dude. That guy's just out the back.
I want to see him
I
so
don't
bad.
think they would do, like, Carnage justice. Venom, I can see them playing around with the character.
I'll go with PG-14.
I don't think that rating exists, to be honest.
It does not exist.
I have to
There's only 13 to R.
There's
and then after R...
No, there's NC-17, isn't it?
I'm just saying that there is no in-between. That's all I'm saying. There is an NC-17, but I'm saying there's no in-between for 13
like
and R.
PG-15 or like
No,
PG-16.
nothing like that.
No.
Like Peggy-15, like for video games and shit like that. So
I don't know. I mean, I would love to see a rated R fucking Venom movie.
that would be cool, but we'd probably see a rated R Carnage first.
So it's like, we need to expand our money towards everybody. It's like,
Kids are going to watch rated R films anyway.
You're not going
to... Deadpool is such a success.
No, I said this before. I remember fucking RoboCop as a kid, a rated R film. Which is now, they fucking blocked it. Rated R, but you see, like, Red Foreman having a shotgun, blasting fucking Murphy's hand, decapitating him, and this shit is like, the PG-13 had none of that. It was just straight up him shooting the ground. Like,
Pretty much.
I want to see the hand blow up. What the fuck happened?
What-
You cut this shit out.
What kid didn't ask their mother to take them to go see Deadpool? That movie is a success and it's rated R. So yeah,
I would have taken my
that
kid to see it.
PG-13 to rated R argument for expanding the audience, it fell flat on his face. So yeah,
It's goes back to like I think Lad Podcast too, where it's like parents don't want to be parents; they just want to be friends. They don't want. They don't want to parent.
They don't want to be. They're trying to be like I'm your friend. You can talk to me about everything.
they want to be cool.
Not the stern like I'm your goddamn parent. You will do what I tell you to do. God damn it.
Yeah.
Because I didn't have that growing up. My parents
I
were
did.
not like my familiar friends that I could just tell them anything. Although it was kind of because it was like good cop and bad cop. Dad was always bad cop. Mom was kind of good cop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But even then, it's like
I suppose I had that camaraderie too with my parents.
yeah. Even
But I didn't
then,
hate-
it's
I didn't
like they
hate
were
my
still
dad.
not necessarily like my friends that I could tell them everything. It's just like no,
They
your
were-
parents.
Yeah, there were people I had respect for. I listened to. You know.
Yeah,
It also goes around
I was
like
a goody two shoes though.
I wasn't.
Yeah. Same here.
I had all the privilege in the world because I didn't use it specifically.
I was a goody two shoes. For sure.
I was a fucking devil of a child.
You know,
Still am.
I believe it.
You know what the definition of irony is? As a child and as a teenager, I had the freedom to pretty much just say, hey, I need a ride to like whatever, and I'm going to be out till like midnight or 2 a.m. And they'll be like, okay, because I never did it. But I have another sibling who, whenever they would try, they're like, fuck no, you're not going out. What are you going out for? Fuck no, you're not staying out that late. You're going to be home by 8. If I ever did something, it's like, fuck, you stay out an extra hour. Like,
To
whatever.
be fair, you're also like the baby of the family.
I'm the baby, but I'm also, they gave me so much freedom, probably because I didn't use it.
No, it's because you're the baby of the family.
You know, I thought irony was the use of words expressing something other than their literal intention. Now that
Why did you
is
sing that?
irony.
See, I know where that's from, but it doesn't come to head. It doesn't come to my head right now.
You want me to tell you?
Sure.
Bender, Futurama.
Ah, yes.
Okay. I was like, shit, I gotta Google that shit right now.
But yeah, that was weird. 'Cause
No,
I
I'm telling you now,
all the
you're
freedom in the world. but I
You're
just didn't use it.
100% the baby of the family. That's a privilege.
Yeah.
Because I'm the middle child and I get both shit ends of the stick, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe. I mean,
That's not maybe. I can tell you straight up. You're the baby of the family. They don't care.
I've always thought of it as just that because I never went out really. I was always that shut-in kid. Like, I'm gonna be in my room playing video games. That's why I had all the freedom to do whatever I wanted because my parents were like, you're not gonna do it.
Mm-hmm.
Except for the very few times that I did do it. And even then they're like, fuck it, you can stay out later. I don't care. It's like there's one point where I went on a date with a girl and I was like, I'm going to go on a date and I'll be back by 8 and whatever. It's like, what time does the park close? Like, I think it closes at like midnight. Yeah, you call me at midnight. Well, you stay out till midnight. Like, okay.
No, I can straight up tell you, you're just the baby of the family. Because like as I was told that growing up, like whenever I graduate, they'd buy me a brand new car.
It also kind of helps if you're a dude.
My brother is also a dude though.
I'm just saying that you get a bit more like leniency. My sister's the baby of the family; she doesn't get anything. So
Maybe.
Because like what was it? I was taught like as soon as I graduate, I get a brand new car. My sister fucked it up by destroying her brand new 2009 Honda Civic.
I had a similar
Hydroplaning.
thing, except my dad fucked up the car.
No. It was like, okay, we didn't finish paying off the car. We're
Never
our credit,
even drove it.
Our credit is kind of a little fucked up, but we have to do all this shit. It's like, well, there goes my brand new car, and I got the Mercedes. It's like, okay,
because
whatever.
you know, obviously you'll follow in your sister's footsteps.
No,
Duh.
but I took care of that fucking Mercedes. It ran perfectly.
Yeah.
My brother graduates. He gets a brand new fucking car. I was like, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
I had to work for this shit. Fuck this, whatever. But then, like, I find out later, like, oh, we're giving your Mercedes to your sister. She needs a car. I was like,
Fuck that, man.
like
Fuck that.
so
I
she
paid
can
for that
hydroplane
shit.
that shit?
what am I gonna drive?
You'll figure it out.
Here's this like 1975 fucking beater car.
No. I get the car after everybody. It's like I have to. Do I get to say in what car I get? No. We're
do?
paying for this. Is like, can I get at least like?
But I paid for this one.
Can I get the USB something for my car because I know I'm gonna need this in the future? Dad was like, you don't know anything about cars. Fuck you. You don't know shit. It's like, all right, make me. I'm not signing any papers. And apparently, it was registered to me somehow.
Your family's fucked up, dude.
Yeah,
no.
they
It gets
are.
worse. Like a couple of years.
Why
later.
are you telling him no?
No, I was like, no. I'm saying no. It gets worse.
Okay, yeah, but we are not disputing your family.
You should say yes, but it gets worse.
Yeah, my bad. Whatever.
Okay.
But it gets worse. Like, my dad's wondering, like, oh, how come I can't use this new technology thing? He's like, remember when I said we should probably get this for the car? You said no, I didn't know shit about cars. That's exactly what it's for. I didn't know that at the time. Like, I did. You didn't say anything? Like, I did. And he was like, disputing. No, you didn't. My mom would back me up. I was like, what do you mean? He argued with you for a solid 20 minutes for this goddamn thing for the car. You said, fuck no. Like, I didn't say that. Like, Dad, you argued with me. We didn't need this, but now we need it. I planned it. You make fun of me for this for fucking years. I do shit for the future. And you make fun of me for that too. It was like, I tend to think ahead for like what possibilities might come up. I even have fucking kitty litter in the car. For traction. For snow.
Red Foreman, goddammit.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, I don't need it now.
I don't have
fuck it.
kitty litter.
But yeah, it's like, I tend to think of for the future, especially with technology. He fights me tooth and nail, not knowing how to use technology. 5 minutes later, how do I use this? Where's the power button on this remote? Dad, why do you need the power button for a remote? Oh, I'm just trying to turn on the microwave. What?
He might just be too old. Because, like, my grandmother here, she's fine. She's good natured.
I'm gonna tell you now,
she wants to learn how to use technology because, like, she watches TV. But there are many times where she's just like, I don't know how. I know it's like I've already shown you hundreds of times how to turn on the TV and the set top box because you're supposed to turn them on. Usually, you just turn them on and it does it by itself.
Yeah.
Sometimes, in rare occasions, you're gonna have to do this a little bit differently because of some other setup, or you have to change the input. I've shown her hundreds of times, and every single time...
The input fucking changed. My aunt can't get that shit.
Yeah, it's like every single time they'll wake me up, and it's like, can you help me with this? It's like, all right, here's exactly how you do it. And then I show it to her, and then she'll do it. It's like, all right, now you do it. Change it. I change it back to their thing. It's like, this is exactly what I did. Now you change it back to the normal thing. And then she does it. It's like, okay.
Yeah.
And then like a week later, it's like, I need your help with this thing. It's like,
the same exact thing, right?
Yeah, it's like... I have the same experience right now but I type out everything. And he always somehow loses the paper or spills coffee on it. It's like, how do you magically spill it as it's printing out, Dad? How do you magically spill that shit on the fucking thing? It's like, I don't know. I just want to bother you. It's like, it's fucking 6 a.m. I just got home.
Just lock the goddamn door.
He'll bang on that fucking door and wake up everybody.
So
just bang on it, like, wake up! I need your help. It's like, somebody better be dying. Why are you giving me attitude? Because this is like the 5th time I have to show you how to push the fucking button. Mm-hmm. It's gotten to the point where it's like, he doesn't understand technology. I show him the basics. I see him do it. I see him do it for a week. Suddenly he forgets.
Yeah, it's just old people syndrome. Because my
even the printout sheet. This is the shit that's labeled for the Xbox TV satellite. It's right there next to the goddamn TV. Why the fuck are you calling me for input?
My aunt is
explain this to me. If not, I'm gonna stab you. Like, I don't know why you give me attitude.
Keep a knife on you 24/7.
Yeah, so he never knows when he'll need it. So he
doesn't know how to explain it. It's like the input's right next to the goddamn TV.
With that many
why the fuck are you calling me? Oh, I forgot.
It's like, must be a zombie.
I'm gonna fucking.
And if he needs to drive somewhere to dump the body, it's a good thing he's got kitty litter, just in case.
That's true.
In the mountains,
yes,
hide the odor.
Exactly.
But yeah, dude,
traction and all that shit.
It might be an old people thing where it's like technology's not your friend. It's like, this is the basics. I've written it down. I don't know what else you want more.
My aunt is in her mid-30s, and every time she turns on the TV and sees the light on, she's like, what's the problem? Like, how come the TV's not working? Then I would just tell her, like, oh my god, the input's wrong.
No. It's not. It is so bad. He doesn't know technology. But basics, shut up. I hear you dying over there. Rubber Ducky's dying. It got to we used to have satellite before. This is like when I was in middle school. But even then, I kind of knew what to do because I've watched the guy install it, and I've learned how to do it. I see him pull up like for billing history and shit. Like, this is how you need to do this and that. He's explaining to my dad, but I was going But he's really just saying, like, I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about, but I'm just gonna agree to make it look smart. And I'm watching the dude like program this shit. It's like, oh, that's cool.
So your dad would piss me the fuck off, dude.
No. It gets...
Yes, it gets worse.
Super worse.
Okay.
Like, for fucking Cartoon Network is like 176 or some shit like that. For the porn...
Man, 3 numbers is hard, bro.
No.
I'm used to just 2 numbers. Fucking 3 9 for me is what it used
to be.
For
the porn channel, you got quiet like immediately. It's 476. 1 number down.
What?
Sweet.
Yeah. For satellite in the old days, it's like, for Cartoon Network, 176, right?
176.
Yeah, so like just 176. For the porn channel, like Playboy and shit, it's $4.76.
When my dad had the box,
because it's got like the 9-number quad thing. So
Yeah.
just like
He would. How do I say this? I can go to any receiver from the main TV, my room, my sister's room, any receiver, and find out which TV purchased it.
Mm-hmm.
He tried to blame the porn, all the fucking purchases for porn, and the billing for porn on me and my brother.
it's 2017, bro. Just get your porn for free.
No. This is back when I was in middle school, dude.
It's fucking 2007.
Blame it on
get
you,
your porn
the
for
purchasing?
free.
He tried to blame it on me and just like write it off and like tell my mom, like, Mom,
how much money?
Fucking 1997, bro. Just buy Girls Gone Wild.
$10 per thing or like $20 per thing.
How much total?
Like it was well over $100.
Jesus Christ, on porn.
Yeah, and
I spent more than that on toys.
Yeah, he legitimately tried to blame it on it, and me and my brother got cussed out. I had to prove it to her. Mom, watch this. See this number? This was receiver 1. That's receiver 2. That's receiver 3, right? I should go to like the settings and shit. Like, this is proof. Watch me purchase this, and it'll show up on this billing thing. It's like, I understand so far. And like a month later, the bill comes. I was like, see? Remember what I showed you? My dad keeps like a stack. He's a hoarder for that shit. Like, let's go to the old billing. I go grab the old billing. He's like, I can tell you right now. This tells you when I bought it. This tells you the time I bought it. It tells you which receiver which was bought from. I showed it to her. I was like, see, this is your room receiver, right? These are the numbers matches? She's like, yes. These are the times these were bought. She's like, 3 o'clock at night? You guys aren't that up. Like, actually we are, but no, the receiver is your number. It's like, he paid for this. We did not do this shit.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, I'm gonna go talk to your fucking dad right now.
He was like, get on my mind.
That's Vietnamese. Close enough.
Yeah.
But he legitimately tried to blame it on us. Like, I showed him that.
Fuck.
That I can prove to you
What a
right now
cunt.
it's your goddamn receiver. No, you didn't. I didn't do it. I put it by accident. It's like, you just said no, now it's an accident. But there's like 15 different charges. I didn't do it. I was like...
Listen, I accidentally fell asleep on the purchase button, alright? Sorry.
It was so fucking annoying. It's like, we got yelled at for this shit.
Ectoplasm, I swear.
We got
Go.
fucking reamed for that shit. It's like, you trying to blame us for fucking porn? I could, even now, in the fucking...
I can get that shit for free, Dad!
Even now, he's trying to learn technology to get free porn. Because he can't hide it from the fucking satellite we have now. I can see it still.
Go on a laptop. Shit.
Even then, you can't hide it.
Even then,
Even if you delete the history, I can still see it.
I'm just saying have a personal laptop and shit.
I can still see it.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
you can still do it.
I control the networking. I see which device goes where.
Yeah.
I see everything.
Okay.
My brother used to do that to me when he first, because he bought me a computer for Christmas, like way back when I was in high school. He told me, he's like, listen, this is your computer. You can do what you want with it. But I'm just going to let you know, I can see everything that you do on this computer. Everything on it. So don't go start doing weird shit on it. I was like, okay. It's not like I ever did anything weird on it, but it was weird. It's just weird having like my, like, pretty much big brother, because he is big brother, watching me and watching everything that I'm doing. Not when I went and bought like my own like high-end laptop a couple years later, I does not have any of that shit, so he can't actually access any of it, of my information. I still don't do anything weird. I'm not looking at fucking ghost ectoplasm porn.
Yeah,
or whatever
porn isn't weird. So
porn isn't weird, no. Unless it's like freaky kind of porn, which we're not kink shaming. There's some weird stuff.
No, I'm okay with porn, but just blaming it on your kids when you got caught with it.
Yeah,
like,
that's not cool.
What the fuck,
Spending
man?
over $100 on it?
Well over, dude.
I don't think I've ever
Even
spent a
even right
cent
now,
on
I can
porn.
go to my DVR
Same.
and find out which receiver started recording this shit.
When I was young, I didn't know anything. I was tempted, though, to spend money, but I never did, so.
I never had to. My brother always had Playboys.
You mean interesting articles, not Playboy. Interesting articles.
Yeah, it was Playboys. It was naked women, but goddamn, they legitimately have some interesting articles. Mm-hmm. They had he had Playboy and FHM and Maxim, and I gotta tell you, man, in FHM when I was growing up as a teenager, I read that shit a lot. Not at all because of the fucking scantily clad women.
Well, yeah, because you're reading.
I was legitimately reading.
That's why. That's what I'm saying.
Because they had a whole gaming section.
Is that the
that
one
was
where you
written
learned about Luke Skywalker being a girl?
Yeah, that was in a Playboy, yeah. That I learned that. But, because I was just reading that, and that actually ended up helping me out in school in a little trivia contest. But,
Holy fuck.
FHM, I would read on a regular basis whenever it would come in. Because there was this whole section with, like, a small little photo shoot of this, this girl, the person that wrote it, who was Morgan Webb, co-host of X-Play, which was a show all about video games that I actually really enjoyed. So I was like, here's this co-host.
I remember that show.
Yeah, here's this co-host, Adam Sessler, Morgan Webb. I enjoy both of you guys. I value you guys' opinion. And now, Morgan Webb, you're doing this whole article thing and photo shoot on FHM. Absolutely, I'm going to read it. It's like, yeah, you're scantily clad, but I'm actually reading the goddamn article. Yes, you make some good points. You have some cool stories to tell.
Yes, you have some nice points.
All right. Yeah, but it was legitimately good. She did that on a regular basis. And yeah, she was very attractive. She's still very attractive. But it's partly because of that I've grown to very much value Adam Sessler and Morgan Webb's opinions when it comes to video games. Mm-hmm. There's not very many people that's like, they can just spout whatever they want about a video game. And I'll like listen intently and like contemplate, like, you know what, I actually do kind of agree. It's you make valid points. Because there's tons of people at like IGN or GameSpot or whatever the fuck. It's like, I have no connection. I have no way to know whether your integrity with this game is true.
To be honest,
but with these two people,
I kind of
like,
wish
I totally believe you.
Jeff Kaplan would do like a sexy photo shoot and just have like an interesting article now.
I mean, so long as the article's fine, I don't care.
No, that's what I mean. Is like, I want Jeff Kaplan to do a sexy photo shoot, mysteriously like a Widowmaker cosplay or some shit. Like, the article here is about Widowmaker.
Are you saying you want him in the Widowmaker outfit?
You heard me.
Okay, cool.
That's exactly what he implied. And I would read it if it's a legitimately good article. But in this day and age, fucking just make a video about it.
Yeah.
Like if he had like a whole little video series where it's like once a month, he's just like, oh, here's like a little like 2-minute or 3-minute little tidbit and like pre-alpha gameplay footage of this character, and here's some backstory stuff that we're shooting the shit with. Like he did when he was like, here's like one little thing about all the support characters. Here's one little thing.
I love that.
I love those videos, and that's the type of thing that they would do now. Because there's no way, like, even if Morgan Webb wanted to do another like thing like that, what magazine really exists now? Playboy still exists, but they don't really do any nude photo shoots anymore.
Yeah.
No, now it's about vlogging.
Yeah, it's all about vlogging.
But, dude, I love the story behind Torbjorn. Is like, okay, we're gonna do all about the defensive heroes. We're gonna have this monkey. I mean, this ape. Okay, he lives on the moon. Okay, we can run with that. He also, when he gets pissed, he does like this awesome look at this. Like, we can totally run with that. And like, how far off can we go? Like, I love the explanation of the development of the character. And then I was like, we have this dude who just joined the dev team. Like, okay. His name is Torbjorn. We have to add him in.
That's a character.
That's a character name. We have to add him in there. I was like,
he's a character. I love it. He's in the game. It's done. It's crazy.
I was just like, I love the development because like as a person, like, okay, here's the idea. Throw everything you got on it and we'll make it fucking work.
Yeah, like that goddamn Kilo.
Are you kidding me? Yeah.
They're having so much fun with it because they need the variety of characters. So
yeah, it's like just whatever crazy concoctions or character designs you guys got, just fucking throw them at us. Nothing's too stupid. It's like, what about this? That's stupid.
What about an edgelord who has shotguns but never reloads them because he just drops them and pulls new ones out of his ass? I like it. And he's a ghost. Fuck, we're writing that in. It's pretty much
fuck. I can only get so erect.
Yeah. Okay. What was it? One of the creators is like, yeah, I'm gonna get like, we have this character from this comic book I tried to start called 76. Like, what does he do? He told him the whole backstory. Like, we're adding him in.
Yeah,
he's fucking awesome. Like, like the character, like the designer, the creator, legitly like, here's my character. Are you gonna add him in there? Like, dude sounds awesome. Fuck yeah, he's in there.
Yeah.
I don't think he showed it to him. I think they just came across it and they're like,
they came
what
across,
is this? It was like, oh, this is a whole comic that I tried to do.
Yeah, they came across like a sketch he made.
Like, I love it. It's in the game. We're done. It's in there.
Yeah.
Finalized.
Mm-hmm. It was the first fucking Pharaoh's first thing was like, it's alchemist crazy shit. Like, yes, change that.
Slightly.
Rocket. That wasn't Farah. That the alchemist description was Anna.
No, I meant like the Rocket Queen.
Yeah, she was definitely Rocket Queen, and then Rocket Dude. No, Rocket Dude, and then Rocket Queen, and then Farah.
Fariha.
There
you go.
Alright, well,
we've been going for like almost 2 hours. You guys want to call it quits here?
I think that's about all the time we have anyway.
Yeah,
so.
I'm looking forward to Doomfist coming out soon.
Yes, we'll definitely talk about that when it comes out.
Yeah, when we actually experience it, I will give deep thoughts on how.
As somebody who's actually in the PTR, there's so many fucking things I've done with them already.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll patch them up. So.
I can't fucking wait.
They better fucking patch them up because there's some things I've run into and I don't want to admit here, but you can see it on YouTube right away. There's some weird fucking shit that I've done.
Yeah, I've seen some videos where it's like, this doesn't make sense. This shouldn't happen, but it does, or this should happen, but it doesn't. 'Cause that's what the PTR is for.
Yep.
That's so they can.
Yeah,
he like I said, he's not supposed to get higher than 400, but he still can if you do certain things. So it's like they're gonna fix it.
Luckily, PTR. Just go to YouTube looking for all some of that shit, but hopefully they get them really worked out. Ducky, I think that's like your next pocket DPS if he comes out.
Wait, after I've seen Doomfist, I think I might go back and just play Borderlands 2 just so I can play Krieg. I just want to do it because I miss that fucking character so much. Did you ever actually play Borderlands 2?
I have not.
We can actually make a let's play out of that now.
We'll try to make a let's play because my fucking god, do I miss that character?
Alrighty, this is Smokey and he is
Gojira.
and he is
Rubber Ducky.
Oh, if you like our shit, feel free to like and subscribe. We do have a page that you can ask us questions. I have it in the description now. We have Facebook, Twitter, and shit like that. Laters.
Peace.